The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of the DHN Media Group is hereby prohibited.
The Delaware High School Hockey League semifinals are upon us from the Patriot Ice Center, and we're coming at you live on Delaware Hockey Night. Good evening, friends and fans, and welcome into the Patriot Ice Center in Newark, Delaware. Home to tonight's Delaware High School Hockey League semifinal matchups. First up, the number 3 seeded Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks, by virtue of a 6-3 quarterfinal win over Delco last Monday, will square off against the Harrington Havoc, who ended regular season play a team best 12-3 in their history here in the Delaware High School Hockey League. So Harrington gets the first round bye, heads straight to this semifinal matchup. James Witherite joining you tonight from the Patriot Ice Center. And our good friend Sean Cannon will be stepping in as the color commentator a little bit later on as the evening progresses. Last time these two teams met, a couple weeks ago, Hodgson-Caravel got the better of Harrington, winning by just a goal. The Havoc will try to avenge that defeat, and they've been pretty solid all year long. They went from 4-10 last year to 12-3 this year, backstopped by TJ Marcelino. He's been between the pipes for all 15 of the Havoc's games, compiling a .271 goals against average and a save percentage of .860. Offensive firepower galore to get things going. Nicky Page and TJ Polisano have combined for 55 goals between them. Chris Claycomb with another dozen. They comprise the top line for the Havoc, led by Tommy Polisano. On the Hodgson-Caravel side, defenseman Dylan Ballas with 2 of the Silverbucks' 6 goals over Delco in last week's quarterfinal. Jacob Records and Gavin Terejic both on the top line, with both averaged just over a point a game. Without further ado, let's listen in. Here are tonight's opening introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Patriot Ice Center. The Delaware High School Hockey League presents this evening's semifinal game between the visiting Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks and the Harrington Havoc. Here are this evening's starting lineups. For the visiting Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks, coached by Jeremy Records. Starting in goal, number 30, Brady Idenrod. On defense, number 22, Jordan Krawchuk. And number 20, Trevor Smith. Starting at left wing, number 57, Nick Vakula. At right wing, number 88, Gavin Terejic. And starting at center, number 40, Jacob Records. And now the starting lineup for the home team this evening, the Harrington Havoc, coached by Tommy Polisano. Starting in goal, number 15, TJ Marcelino. On defense, number 16, Trent Jaksch. And number 74, Trent Laughlin. Starting at left wing, number 22, Chris Claycomb. At right wing, number 3, Nicholas Page. And starting at center, the captain of the Havoc, number 9, TJ Polisano. This evening's referees are Mike Bonnick and Sean Green. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand if able. And gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor the United States of America with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And without further ado, it's time to get going for the 2020 Delaware High School Hockey League semifinals. Hodgson-Caravel, the visiting team in this first matchup, in their white sweaters, maroon sleeves, black pants for the most part, black helmets. They'll move right to left in this opening period of competition. Brady Edenrott backstops them, 7-4-1, 392 is goals against average, and a save percentage of .813. Harrington in those sharp new red sweaters, black sleeves, gold numbers and names on the back. No sleeve numbers from either side here this evening. A mix of helmet colors on the Harrington side. Vancouver Canucks socks of yesteryear, black with the red and gold stripes across the calf. And we're about set to go. It will be Mike Bonnick with the opening face-off, and off we go in the 2020 Delaware High School Hockey League semifinals. Laughlin shovels the puck up the far boards. It's punched back out, carried in by Page. He's angled to the far corner by Gavin Tereshik, who backhands the puck behind his own goal, now ahead to Krawczyk, who crosses to the near side. He gets to center red, fires the puck in behind the Harrington goal. Battle for the puck develops in the far corner. Records left it to the near point, and the one-timer from Trevor Smith was botched. He fanned on the puck by a good 8 inches. Here's Krawczyk again from the Hodgson-Caravel blue line. Stood up at the Delaware stripe, and play a whistle dead. An offside against the Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks 41 seconds into the game. So we'll see the second lines coming on for both sides for the first time this evening. Draw right in front of the Delaware Hockey Night DHN Media Group press box this evening. Really no flow to get this game going. Laughlin again from center. Returns the volley right in front of the scorer's table. Fires the puck in behind the Hodgson-Caravel zone. Recovered by Kyle Laboche. Played up the near side and shoveled off the backhand of Ballas from just above the blue line. In behind the Harrington goal line, and 66 seconds into the contest, an icing against the Silverbucks will give the Havoc their first attacking zone face-off of the evening. Big guns back on, and Nicholas Page wins the draw. Shot from the right point, and Trent Laughlin sticked away by Edenrott to the far corner. Recovered by Widows. He fails to clear. Laughlin trails over to center point to protect the zone. Feeds to Page. He can't connect from right on the doormat. Never found the net, but Laughlin gets a clean shot off from high in the zone. He lets one rip from 55 feet, but it ends up right in the glove hand of Brady Edenrott, who records his second save of the night, a minute and a half into this first period. It is scoreless. Laughlin again from downtown. A high fly puck into the glove of Edenrott. Yet another attacking zone face-off from the near circle for the Harrington Havoc. One again by Page. Polisano's shot from the top of the right circle was sticked down. Here's a 2-on-2 now for Hodgson-Caravel. No, it isn't. Puck was played from beyond center, and it was not successfully chased down up the right wing boards by Gavin Tereshik. So an icing, another icing, I should say, against the Silverbucks. Brings this face-off back to the left of Brady Edenrott. Bucks are able to clear the zone this time. The re-entry from Jacksh will be nullified thanks to an offside infraction. 14:04 to go in this opening period, and we are still scoreless. Terezhik stands up Rosinski at center red, but he's able to work the puck in. Cleared out, brought back by Jacksh up the left side into Silver Bucks territory. Zane Adams, the other white helmet, working the near corner. Puck rolls back to the far side, muscled by Vakula back into the neutral zone. Jacksh recovers, Havoc tags up. Jacksh dumps the puck in behind the Silver Bucks goal line. Chased down by Fairbank to the near corner. Scrap for the puck develops just above the goal line, and it's brought free by the Silver Bucks. Lofted out of harm's way. Up the middle comes Gavin Terezhik. This is a 3-on-2 attack for Hodgson-Caravel. Jack stands up Terezhik. Puck is popped up into the air. Adams taken off his feet, able to work it free, nearly setting up a 2-on-1 for the Havoc, but the cross-ice pass from Fairbank never made it to Rosinski just above the blue line. Delayed penalty coming up. No, it's a delayed offside, rather, against the Hodgson-Caravel Silver Bucks. Puck is cleared out. Chased down by Rosinski at center. He gets past Krawczyk. He's able to get a shot off from 50 feet away, but he missed the near post. Recovering was Dylan Ballas for the Hodgson-Caravel Silver Bucks. We're beyond the 3-minute mark in this first period. 3 shots on goal of the game all belong to the Harrington Havoc. Puck cleared in. Ballas holds the near point. Page challenges him, put just enough pressure on. And now Vincent Wooster was able to work it free. Stretch pass up the near boards. And the first solid scoring chance of the game, Page to Claycomb, was denied on the welcome mat by Edenroth. Centering pass from Page in the near corner. Hit Claycomb from point blank range, but he was denied by the young Brady Edenroth, crossing over to the far post to record his 4th save of the game and as many shots faced. Back through come the Silver Bucks. The Bosch can't hold the zone. It's punched clear by Polisano. Volleyed back in over the Harrington blue line. Right into the hands, though, of Trent Jacksh, dropping back into the near corner of his own zone. Cross-ice pass, hits Wooster. He carries it on up the far boards. He's angled near side, just above his own blue line. Taking the puck away was Smith, rather. Walking back into Harrington territory, drop back to Widows. At the top of the left circle, he was bodied down off the puck. Out come the Havoc back the other direction, but they are guilty of an icing with 11 minutes and 14 seconds to go in this first period. No score. Face-off coming back to the left of TJ Marcelino. Shoveled out by Page after Polisano won the draw. Chased it down net front, but his stick was lifted by Smith as he came in for the scoring opportunity. Laughlin's unable to hold the point. It's taken on by Jordan Krawczyk. This a 2-on-2. Krawczyk up the left wing boards. Tried to angle in toward the cage. Laughlin stayed right with him. Good back check from number 74 in Havoc red. Puck is contested behind the cage of the Harrington Havoc. Records could not win the battle for it. High stick on the puck ruled with 10.5 minutes to go in this opening period. And it was against the Silver Bucks, so the face-off comes back into their zone. Once again, the winner of this game and the winner of the next will meet on Friday at Fred Rust Arena for the Delaware High School Hockey League Championship. False start off the draw, or rather a puck out of play, I think was the case. Another face-off coming to the right of Edenroth, won by the Silver Bucks. Puck carried up the far boards and in by Wade Davis. He got 10 feet beyond the Harrington blue line before ceding possession. Claycomb in a 1-on-2 the other way. Shot from the high slot was blocked down. Puck rolls to the far corner. Polisano gives it away to Ballas. They collide behind the Hodgson-Caravel net. Stepping up, Nick Turner at the far half wall. Backhands it down low once again. Overskated by Claycomb. He reaches for the puck. Sets up Page at the right half wall. Hard shot. Glove down by Idenrott. It's loose in front after Idenrott recorded his 5th save of the night. And out come the Bucks once again. 4-on-2 this rush. First odd man rush for them of the evening. Behind the net was Tavo Lindak. He battles for the puck. It's popped up in the air. Penalty coming up against Harrington. Krawcheck holds the near half wall. Idenrott comes off. Possession and control maintained by Harrington in the slot and Chris Claycomb. And the first penalty of the game is upon us. Hooking signaled. At the 6-minute 37 mark, the guilty party, Nick Turner. And this face-off will come in Hodgson-Caravel's attacking zone to the right of TJ Marcelino. Records in to take the draw. Puck is cleared by Laughlin working the near boards. Harrington penalty assessed to number 17, Nick Turner, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes 37 seconds in the first period. Turner 2 for hooking at 6:37. Face-off will come to the left of Idenrott. As directly off the clear from Laughlin, Idenrott was forced to cover up the puck before the pressure mounted too much. Laughlin at center floats it back in over the Hodgson-Caravel blue line. He gets it, Buck. That one sails out of play. Off the metal wall outside the boundary of the rink, just beyond the Hodgson-Caravel bench. And we've got ourselves a center ice face-off coming up at the 7-minute mark of this scoreless first period. Shots are 5-0, advantage Harrington so far. They're down a man for the next minute and a half. Trevor Smith accelerates from the Hodgson-Caravel blue line up the left wing boards. Rosinski stands him up pretty effectively at the blue line. Smith, under duress, was able to muscle on through. Laughlin clogging up the slot. Broke up the headman pass that tried to hit Vikula net front. Away with the puck comes Jack. She winds up well before the Harrington blue line, slams the vulcanized rubber in deep behind the Hodgson-Caravel line. Krawcheck brings it back through neutral ice, and it was floated in from astern of him by Smith. No sleeve numbers on either side, so player identification a bit more of a chore than we've become accustomed in the ACHA ranks. Smith top of the right circle shot. First one of the game for Hodgson-Caravel. Was blocked to the near corner by Marcelino. Puck cleared once again by the Havoc. We've just passed halfway in the first period. No score. Havoc and Silverbucks. This is Jordan Krawcheck again up the left side. Hard shot from the half wall, missed the near post. Rang off the end boards, cleared out by Nicholas Page. On his horse, Polisano's got a breakaway. Deke backhand, no! Idenrott makes the save. On the breakaway, and the remaining 10 seconds of the Hodgson-Caravel power play are all for naught, as the Silverbucks were guilty of too many men on the ice. So we're 4-on-4 for a few ticks, and then The Harrington Havoc will go on their first Colonial Motors power play of the night. You too can score on the power play with Colonial Motors. Visit one of 3 Central Delaware locations, Camden, Smyrna, or Townsend, or browse their vast inventory of pre-owned cars online at colonialmotorsinc.com. Hodgson-Caravel penalty, too many men on the ice at 8 minutes 27 seconds in the first period. Hodgson-Caravel bench minor, too many on the ice at 8:27. The penalty is being served by number 13, Evelyn Poteet. 95 seconds left on this Harrington power play, their first of the evening. Accelerating up the left dots is Trent Jacks through neutral territory and on into the Buck zone once again. Jacks angled behind the goal. Kept below the line by Davis. Claycomb offers support. Davis takes the puck away. He can't carry it out. Page intercepts one-timer. Polisano, hey! Shoots and scores. TJ Polisano with a net front one-timer strikes on the power play, and it's 1-0 Harrington. TJ Polisano with his 25th of the season gives the Havoc the early advantage. This at 9:17 and a power play goal. On we go. I believe it was Page on the primary assist. We don't have numbers yet on the goal and assists. We can tell you it was Polisano's 25th of the season. Play continues on in to the Hodgson-Caravel zone. And they're guilty of an icing. Claycomb with the other assist. Takes a bucket brigade to get information to the press box. Usually the numbers come by text message, but we're not so lucky tonight. That's what we usually do. The request was made but not followed up on. So we're left to our own devices, and Harrington's pressed back in their zone after drawing first blood. Harrington goal, his 25th of the season, first of the playoffs, scored by number 9, TJ Polisano. Assisted by number 3, Nicholas Page, and number 22, Chris Claycomb. Time of the power play goal, 9:17 in the first period. Polisano's 25th from Page and Claycomb at 9:17. Face off to Marcelino's right, challenged for by Tuthill. At the near point, headman to Rosinski. Shot from the point, blocked down by Idenrod. He made the initial save, bobbled the puck, and then fell on it for the stoppage. 5:21 to go in this first period of action. And the Harrington Havoc were able to reestablish themselves in the attacking zone. Rosinski off the draw. Tried to leave it to Worcester at the point, taken away by the Silver Bucks. Records and a 2-on-2 Lindeck. Cuts for the net. Terezic had the headman pass. Shot from Jacob Records from the far half wall. Caught and held on to by TJ Marcelino for the stoppage. With just over 5 minutes to go in this first period. It's 1-0. Harrington with the early lead. Krawczyk off the face-off, couldn't get a shot away cleanly. It rang off the backboards. Coming up with the rebound, Jacob Records tried to stick handle through traffic at the near dot, failed to. Clearing attempt held in center point by Lindeck. Work to Terezhik in the near dot, and we've got another stoppage in play as the Harrington net was dislodged. 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in this opening period. Harrington with a defensive zone draw, looking to make it to their first DHSHL final, which will take place on Friday. They've got a 1-0 lead over Hodgson-Caravel thus far. Face off out to Marcelino's right. Widows is overpowered. Here comes Nicholas Page after Polisano on the draw. Page in a one-on-one. Claycomb crashes the net, but Page gets tied up at the far dot. Puck taken away from him and wristed free by Krawczyk. He can't work it ahead cleanly to Vakula. That blue line held well by Harrington. 2-on-2 the other direction. Polisano from the top of the left circle saw his momentum stunted by a poke check from Krawczyk. Play migrates back into the neutral zone where Abosh crosses over to the center logo, trying to move to the far side. Polisano stole the puck from him. It was taken away by Claycomb and rifled into the near corner of the Hodgson-Caravel zone. Fired back the other direction by Smith. Icing waved off, trying to resetter the Silverbucks. But a pass from Widows in the near corner was intercepted by Nicholas Page. Another headman up the middle, Polisano. No, not on this breakaway, he doesn't. Idenrott with the save this time around, keeping it a 1-0 game. Krawczyk storms back along the left wing boards, takes aim from the left half wall. Shot was wide of the near post, blocker down by Marcelino to the far corner. Does not register as a shot on goal. And the puck is walked back out by Vincent Wooster, back into neutral territory. Page on to Polisano. Drop past Nicholas Page, one-timer from the top of the right circle. Off the pads of Brady Idenrott. That the 10th Harrington shot on goal of the first period. We're down to the final 3 minutes, and there's Claycomb! Chris Claycomb walking through the slot gives Harrington their second of the game. It's 2-0. This at 13 minutes. A 10-foot wrist shot gives Chris Claycomb his 13th goal of the season. Assist to Page and Wooster. And an interference penalty on Krawczyk that's canceled out by the goal as well. Harrington goal, his 13th of the season. Scored by number 22, Chris Claycomb. Assisted by number 3, Nicholas Page. And number 41, Vincent Wooster. Time of the goal, 13 minutes in the first period. Claycomb's 13th. From Page and Wooster at 13 minutes. Down to the final 2:20 of the first period. Delayed penalty against Harrington, signaled by Mike Bonnick. Extra attacker is on for Hodgson-Caravel. Krawczyk moving through the slot, gets stood up by Turner. And a cross check is signaled, whistling play dead with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this first period. Brzezinski is off for the cross check at 13:51. And the Harrington Havoc are back on the penalty kill. They killed off the first successfully. Jacob Records in to take the opening draw of this second Hodgson-Caravel power play. Records flanked by Terezhik and Vakula. Smith and Krawczyk holding back the D. And this puck is launched by Trent Laughlin from end to end. Shorthanded chance on the doorstep over the crossbar. Here's Smith back the other way after Fairbank missed from point-blank range. Fairbank keeps the forechecking pressure on. Outlet pass is botched. Krawcheck up the middle. Under duress is able to press back in over the Harrington line. Shot from Vakula from the high slot was off its mark. Harrington, penalty assessed to number 5, Nick Rosinski. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 51 seconds in the first period. Rosinski 2 for cross-checking at 13:51. Krawcheck bobbed and weaved and ducked and dipsy-doodled his way into the Harrington slot. Got a shot away from 12 feet, but it was a lazy one that Marcelino was able to turn back the other direction. Polisano can't connect short-handed from close range. Jacob Records lifted his stick on the doorstep and came away with the puck. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Records resets, tries to throw one in from high in the zone, but a Nicholas Page stick check disrupts his progress. In comes Smith taking aim from 25 feet, right down the pipe. His shot is directed to the far corner. Chased down by Same. Net is off behind Marcelino. In comes Smith and a few others, and I think this faceoff's going to come outside with the net dislodged. No, it won't. Turner's off for roughing. With 39 seconds to go in this first period. So it's a 5-on-3 coming up for the Silverbucks. That'll take them nearly to the conclusion of this first period. A Bosch tried to feed it to the point, broken up. Polisano, shorthanded chance, popped up in the air by Edenrott, and out of play. Harrington, penalty assessed to number 17, Nick Turner, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 22 seconds in the first period. Turner, 2 for roughing at 15:22. Face off at the far dot. One initially by Rosinski, but taken away from him. Walked up the left side, dropped back to a Bosch. Nearly crossing back to Ballas, but stolen from him by Nicholas Page. He gets to center, fires the puck in off the end boards. Chased down by Page, so to Davis. And there's another penalty coming with 6 seconds to go in this opening period of action. The guilty party is Ballas. For the cross check that sent Page tumbling down. And will be 4-on-4 to close out the first period. Hodgson-Caravel, penalty assessed to number 28, Dylan Ballas, 2 for cross-checking at 15:55. Ballas 2 for cross-checking, 15:55. Page, last chance, yes sir! Right off the draw, Nicholas Page lights up Edenrott from the point with a one-timer. And it's now 3-0 Harrington. Right off the face-off, he connects. And apparently that's the end of the first period as Sean Green orders the final 2.5 seconds off. One period in the books. It's 3-0. Harrington with the lead over Hodgson-Caravel. We'll take a break on DHN, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into the Patriot Ice Center. One period in the books. The Harrington Havoc bounced out to a 3-0 lead over the Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks in that opening period of play. And we're 4-on-4 to start the second. Harrington goal, his 32nd of the season, scored by number 3, Nicholas Page, assisted by number 9, TJ Polisano. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 58 seconds in the first period. Page's 32nd from Polisano at 15:58. So 3-0 Harrington asserting themselves in a strong first period, which saw them outshoot Hodgson-Caravel 13-3. 40 seconds left of 4-on-4 action. Page receives the puck up the far side, circles behind the net, centering pass to Claycomb, sails beyond his reach, and it's carried on out by Krawczyk into neutral territory. Poked away from him. Page can't storm back along the far boards the other way. Cross ice feed. Back as far as the Harrington blue line. Played back by Laughlin, taken away by Smith. Centering pass to nobody. Blocked down. Page lofts it off his backhand clear. Krawczyk gets hauled down at center. And a trip against the Harrington Havoc will send the Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks back to the power play. Tripping signaled against Chris Claycomb. 1:18 into the contest. And action resumes with a center ice draw. 4-on-3 for the next minute. Now we're back to 4-on-4 for the next half minute. Harrington penalty assist to number 22, Chris Claycomb. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 1:18 in the second period. Claycomb 2 for tripping at 1:18. So if you're joining us on Delaware Hockey Night Radio, the information that we're used to getting a little bit more rapidly than has been the case tonight has not gotten to the press box in a timely fashion, so the goal updates have been mighty slow. Polisano had the first for Harrington at 9:17, then Claycomb at 13 even, and then Nicholas Page with an absolute cannon from the left point off an attacking zone face-off in the final 2 seconds of that first period made it a 3-0 contest. Minute left on this Hodgson-Caravel power play. Rosinski went careening in to the Hodgson-Caravel slot for a shorthanded opportunity. But he went sliding into the net behind Brady Idenrott, which was subsequently dislodged. His motion in toward the Hodgson-Caravel goal, though, was caused by Heath Widow's hold. This at 2:21. The penalty time now is up. And we're 4-on-4 for the next almost a minute. Hodgson-Caravel penalty assessed to number 10, Heath Widows. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 2:21 in the second period. Widows 2 for holding at 2:21. So just over 40 seconds of 4-on-4, and then a very abbreviated Colonial Motors power play after that for the Harrington Havoc. Attacking zone draw coming up for Harrington. Rosinski is in to take it. To the left of Idenrott, Records swats the puck off his backhand into the far corner, rolls near side, and it's shoveled on up the near wall by Gavin Terezik. He let it go from halfway in his own zone, so this comes back an icing with 13:16 to go in this second period. And the face-off will take place to the right of Brady Idenrott as referee Mike Bonnick pays a visit to the off-ice official. Who's being a little bit slow on the draw, at least as far as Messrs. Bonnick and Green are concerned. They've both had timing issues tonight, and just makes for a lot of confusion for everybody else, especially the people in the stands, and got to do better. 3 minutes into this second period, a minute to go on a Harrington power play as Trent Jacksch comes barreling in up the left wing boards. He shot from just above the dot, stopped by Idenrott. Laughlin, slapper, top of the right circle, rings off the pads of Brady Idenrott back as far as the Harrington blue line plus a few feet. Jacksch sets up Claycomb via Rosinski. Claycomb just gets over the Hodgson-Caravel blue line before Davis took the puck away from him. Davis muscles his way into a 1-on-4. He's angled to the corner by Jacksch on his way back into the Havoc zone. Still tied up there. Claycomb sweeps in, offers aid, gets the puck free to Trent Jacksch. From his own blue line, he tries to set up Nicholas Page. It is swatted at by Idenrott to the far corner. He lets that go. It's an icing. 9 seconds remaining on this Harrington power play. They're up 3-0 over the Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks. Chris Claycomb with a shot at the top of the left circle. Popped up in the air by Brady Idenrott. Penalty is over. Here's Heath Widows on a near breakaway chance. Laughlin came in at him on an angle and was able to break up what was the fourth Hodgson-Caravel shot of the game, and play is stopped with a puck out of play at the 4.5-minute mark of this second period, and the Harrington Havoc leading 3-0 over Hodgson-Caravel. Ruled off a Havoc player. This face-off takes place to the right of TJ Marcelino. One-timer at the far point was blocked in a congested slot. Was it Davis? No, it was Smith. And a high stick on the puck from a Hodgson-Caravel player. Brings play to a halt once again and gives Harrington yet another attacking zone face-off. We're not even 5 minutes in to this second period, and the Havoc have built up a 3-0 lead. Another shot in from the far side. And yet another save from Brady Idenrott. Just over 11 to go in this second period of play now. Nick Rosinski in for yet another attacking zone draw. Face-off delayed as Evelyn Poteet lined up offside. Now she's on. And the Silverbucks win the face-off thanks to Heath Widows leaving it back behind the Hodgson-Caravel zone. Rosinski held the point, dumped the puck into the corner. Smith's unable to work free of traffic. Neither is Krawcheck far side. Rosinski bats the puck up into the netting and out of play from the far half wall. And we've got ourselves another break in the action with 10 minutes and 42 seconds to go and a herky-jerky second period here at the Patriot Ice Center. Another attacking zone draw for Harrington, but it's controlled by the Bucks. Give Brady Idenrott 6 shots, 6 saves here to start the second period. But the Havoc just keep pouring it on. Race for a rolling puck to the near half wall. Krawcheck and Fairbank. Fairbank finds Rosinski circling behind the net. Backdoor pass thrown in off the backhand by Shane Whittam. But his shot from 15 feet was deflected off its line. Jack holds the left point, works the boards. Tries to take aim from 20 feet above the line. But his shot was way too high and the angle was a little bit off just the same. Jack gets the rebound back. Widows can't tie up the puck. Krawcheck collides in the corner with Rosinski. And a rough is signaled with 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Cody Fairbank is going to come off and feel shame. Fairbank off for roughing at 6:16. On the retaliatory hit after Krawcheck's legal, but maybe a little bit aggressive open ice hit. Here comes Polisano barreling back in. Tried to drop it back to Nicholas Page just inside the Hodgson-Caravel blue line, but Gavin Tereshik steals the puck and muscles it in to Harrington territory. Drop pass to Abosh, absorbs a Polisano check. It's tied up at the near half wall of the Harrington zone now. Harrington penalty assessed to number 19, Cody Fairbank. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 6:16 in the second period. Fairbank 2 for roughing at 6:16. Davis comes back on through the neutral zone. Page steals the puck from him 20 feet inside the Harrington blue line, and he rifles it from our right to our left into the near corner of the Hodgson-Caravel end, where Ballas plays the carom shot out to Jacob Records, stretch pass to nobody. Hits the skates of Turner at the Harrington blue line, rolls to the far corner, left by Laughlin to Turner, and fired out once again. Turner launches that puck beyond the reach of Wade Davis, trying to hold the near point, and once again in behind the Hodgson-Caravel goal line. We're nearing the halfway point of the game. Harrington has yet to build on their 3-0 first intermission lead here in the second period. Best chance coming right now possibly as Nicholas Page heads a 2-on-2 with Polisano. Page driven down by Wade Davis in the near corner, but it was ruled legal contact. Puck trickles in toward the slot where Polisano cannot jam it past Brady Idenrott, who makes the stop with 8:07 to go in this second period. That the 20th Harrington shot of the night compared to 4 for Hodgson-Caravel. And the face-off will come to the left of Brady Idenrott, whose Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks have 21 seconds left on the power play, but nothing to show for it. Rosinski from the cross slot pass strikes. Nick Rosinski with his first of the year. And it was Claycomb who set it up from the far corner. A short-handed goal. Puts Harrington up 4-0. Claycomb from the right corner. Gets his third point of the night. He's got a goal and 2 assists now. And Rosinski with a 12-foot snapshot gets on the board for the first time this season. Harrington goal, his first of the season, scored by number 5, Nick Rosinski. Assisted by number 22, Chris Claycomb. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 5 seconds in the second period. Rosinski's first from Claycomb at 8:05. Puck rolls back inside the Hodgson-Caravel zone once again. Cross ice feed from Ballas. Ricochets off the near boards, evades the reach of Smith. Picked cleanly by Jacksh, who stick handles just above his blue line, angle to the far side by Smith. Jacksh sets up a slapper from the top of the right circle. It rings off the backboards, chased down by Terezhik and Fairbank in the near corner, and played on by Krawcheck. He crosses to the far side, floats the puck high into neutral territory, corralled by Jacksh, stolen from him by Terezhik, who muscles his way into a 2-on-3. Widows, angled to the far corner by Trent Jacksh, lost the puck. It was cleared out, not successfully though, off the short-handed Harrington goal. And another shot, the 5th of the game from Hodgson-Caravel, is recorded. And a stop for Marcelino, at least to the best of our knowledge. That's what everyone's body language is indicating anyway. Gives us a pause in the action with 6:12 to go in this second period. And now the Harrington Havoc with a much more commanding than before 4-0 lead. 3-0, still a chance for things to turn around, but that fourth goal, especially given the momentum that this Havoc team has brought to the Patriot Ice Center tonight, just makes the mountain for the Silverbucks to climb all the higher. Page again stood up at the blue line by Wade Davis. It's cleared from blue line to blue line up the far boards, recovered by Nick Turner behind the Harrington goal. He brings it out the left side under stick pressure. Holding the point was Lindeck, taken away from him by Polisano. In comes Nicholas Page, trying to work between the circles. Headman pass to Zane Adams. He fails on the doorstep with 5 1/4 to go in the second period. Back to Page in the far corner. He's kept wide by Davis. Cycled by Polisano to Laughlin at the right point. Puck thrown in, no. Across the side now to Turner, who fired one in off the end board. So no shot on goal there with 5 minutes to go in the second period. Recovered by Jacob Records. Terezhik's entry of the Harrington zone was premature, so Polisano was able to play the puck on after it was dumped in by Records. Recovered by Adams from the Polisano feed. He caroms it to the far half wall, where Abosh ties up Polisano, second leading scorer for Harrington, with 24, make that 25 goals and 23 assists so far this season. Nicholas Page, the leading scorer, with 32-26. Make it 32-27. He's had himself a nice day. 1 goal, 2 assists so far. Krawcheck back in to enemy territory. Lets a shot go from the left half wall. Tipped back behind by Marcelino. 3-on-1 for Harrington the other direction. Nicholas Page, yes sir! Nicholas Page from the right corner plus about 10 feet. Connects for the second time tonight. Renegade plays again, and the Harrington Havoc get one for the thumb. The 3-on-1 entry ends with a Nicholas Page shot from the right corner. His second of the night makes it 5-0 Harrington. Harrington goal, his 33rd of the season, second of the game. Scored by number 3, Nicholas Page. An unassisted goal at 12:14 in the second period. Page's 33rd of the season, second of the game, unassisted at 12:14. An icing against Hodgson-Caravel yields yet another attacking zone draw for the Havoc. Thrown in by Claycomb off the dot behind the cage. Chased down by Same. Muscled free by Smith. Laughlin holds the right point. Claycomb again shoots from the dot. Missed the far post. Mike Tuthill can't chase the puck down cleanly. He tried to set up Jack at the point, but Widows took it away. He's into a 1-on-2. Body down by Vincent Wooster at the top of the far circle. Puck trails to the corner. Wooster cannot clear. It's held in by Jordan Krawczyk. He takes aim from 40 feet, but he hits TJ Marcelino right in the chest protector, and that gives us yet another break in the action with 2.5 minutes to go in the second period, and the Harrington Havoc causing just that here in Newark. They're up 5-0 over the Silverbucks of Hodgson-Caravel. Harrington trying to punch their ticket to their first ever Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game. That will be Friday at Fred Rust Arena. The winner of this game, right now on pace to be the Harrington Havoc, will take on the winner of the next game coming up tonight, pitting the number 4 DuPont-Conrad Tigers against the number 1 Newark-Tatnall Hornets. Stoppage with 2:08 to go in this second period. Will yield a face-off just above the Harrington blue line. Draw will come right in front of the Hodgson-Caravel bench. Polisano in to take the draw for Harrington. Long shot from Davis would not have gone. Actually, yes, it did. No delayed offside signal from Green. Page countered the other direction. Shot from the far dot missed its line. Here come the Bucks again. Marcelino's able to keep it in front of him off the long shot from the left point. And who was that? That was Records. He gets it back, takes aim from 12 feet, missed the left post. Jack plays the rebound off the back wall. Around up the far side, shoveled by Nicholas Page. Ahead now to Shane Whittam. Lazy shot in the 1-on-1. Was off its target from 30 feet away. Rang off the backboards. Whittam with forechecking pressure. Cannot take the puck away. It's fired the length of the ice. Sticked by Marcelino to the near corner. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. That shot from deep came from Davis. The 9th Hodgson-Caravel shot of the night compared to Harrington's 22. In comes TJ Polisano again as momentum carries him to the near corner, and the body of Davis drives him into the boards. Polisano keeps on ticking. Tries to stick handle his way out of two-ply defensive pressure. Whittam can't hold the point. And the re-entry is ruled offside. Just over half a minute to go in this second period of action. Harrington with a 5-0 lead, a pretty commanding one over the Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks. Face-off will be right in front of the press box. Nick Brzezinski shovels the puck in over the Hodgson-Caravel blue line, turned the other way by Davis. There's no icing here. And a punishing hit from Terezhik drove Turner into the corner boards, and he is down. Head contact, so Gavin Terezhik will either be getting a 2 and 10 or 5 in game. That to be determined by Messrs. Green and Bonnick momentarily, as Nick Turner is being attended to on ice after being driven headlong into the near corner boards. So Tommy Polisano, with all likelihood, goes from having 3 defensemen tonight now to having just a pair. This at 15:41. And we'll hear from Mike Bonnick momentarily as to what is being assessed. It'll be 2 and 10 or 5 in game. Nick Turner's back on his feet. He gives the thumbs up to the crowd in the corner. And he skates off willingly to the bench on his own power. It's going to be a 2 and 10. So the Havoc will head to the Colonial Motors power play with 19 seconds to go in this second period and a 5-0 lead. With every chance to keep building. Their power play begins right now. Brzezinski up the right side to Adams, 2-on-1. Adams' slapper was tipped high and wide. Hodgson-Caravel penalty assist to number 88, Gavin Terezhik. 2 minutes for head contact plus a 10-minute misconduct at 15:41 in the second period. Terezhik, 2 and 10 for head contact at 15:41. 7 seconds now remaining. In the second period, Laughlin wobbly shot from the left point, missed the far post. And the horn sounds before Zane Adams can tee up a follow-up chance. 32 minutes in the books. It's Harrington 5, Hodgson-Caravel 0. This is Delaware Hockey Night. And it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the second period. It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into the Patriot Ice Center, home of the Delaware High School Hockey League semifinals for 2020. Through 2 periods, the Harrington Havoc lead the Hodgson-Caravel Silverbucks by a tally of 5-0. Second period goals came from Nick Rosinski, a shorty at 8:05, at the cross-slot feed from Claycomb, and then Nicholas Page with his second of the night at 12:14, unassisted to cap a 3-on-1 entry to the Hodgson-Caravel zone. Coming up after this game, DuPont-Conrad and Newark-Tatnall vying for the second slot in the Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game, which will take place Friday at Fred Rust Arena, and it will be right here on Delaware Hockey Night as well. So if you can't make it to the University of Delaware, we'll have all the action for you right here on DHN yet again. Harrington starts the third period with 100 seconds of a Colonial Motors power play to their advantage. And just like that, they get their 6th of the night. 11 seconds in. It is 6-0. First shot of the period goes in. A power play goal, and that's all we can tell you. We've not gotten anything from downstairs. Page's stick lifted. And a holding penalty signaled only 27 seconds in to this third period. It will be Wade Davis. So Harrington goes right back to the Colonial Motors power play. Face off, and the far dot, and another one. That's 7. And the clock remains running. The goal was at 36 seconds also on the power play. I'm getting Wooster from Polisano. And we still need the first goal of the period. So with 14:48 to go, and a man down. We did not see Widows was down. It's now 7-0. Harrington's 7th goal, his 6th of the season, scored by number 41, Vincent Wooster, assisted by number 9, TJ Polisano. Power play goal at 36 seconds in the third period. Wooster from Polisano at 36 seconds. information for Harrington's 6th goal forthcoming. So we still need the story on the 6th goal. It's not been relayed to us. It was Polisano from Page and Claycomb. Harrington's 6th goal, his 26th of the season, 2nd of the game, scored by number 9, TJ Polisano, assisted by number 3, Nicholas Page, and number 22, Chris Claycomb. That a power play goal at 11 seconds. Puck covered up by Marcelino, and it looks like we're running clock. With the goal differential being over 6. First time we've encountered it this season, that indeed appears to be the case. So 13 minutes to go in regulation. Harrington's Vincent Wooster with the extra point at 36 seconds. Jack below the Havoc goal. Works the puck ahead to Whittam. Records crosses to the point, is able to hold the zone, but he gives the puck away to Trent Jacks once again. He caroms it to the far half wall where Nicholas Page will stick handle, trying to burn some time off the clock. Headman pass, hits Shane Whittam at the center stripe. Whittam and Claycomb in a 2-on-2. They're held up at the Hodgson-Caravel blue line. Claycomb barrels his way back into Hodgson-Caravel territory, but coming into the mid-slot, he's angled to the near side by Jordan Krawczyk. Claycomb recovers. Puck stolen from him by Records, just shy of red. Records in a 2-on-2 takes aim from the top of the right circle. Shot popped up in the air by Marcelino, who saved all 11 he's faced so far this evening. It's loose behind. We're down to the final 11:46 of the contest. This is Trent Jacks up the right wing boards, back into attacking position for Harrington. A hard shot from the right half wall was waffle boarded away by Brady Idenrott, recovered by Page at center, flipped up the far boards, but into the path of Davis. He lets it go across ice, back to Krawczyk. Into a 2-on-1, Krawczyk stood up by Jacks at the far dot. He's separated from the puck. It's swatted to the far wall. Widows recovers. Tries to leave it for Davis. Pass intercepted by Nicholas Page. Here's a 1-on-1. Page tied up. Retraces his steps. Takes a shot from 35 feet, but he pops the puck over the crossbar. Follow-up chance from Claycomb was off a bad line. And Krawczyk's able to flip the puck out of harm's way ahead to Heath Widows as he comes off for a change. Widows' shot from 30 feet rang off the far post. Recovered and cleared out by Nick Turner. Back in action he is. Claycomb's got a breakaway now. Shot, he shoots and scores. That with 5:20 elapsed in the period. That's 8-0. And the Claycomb breakaway. Off the stretch pass up the middle. Has made this game 8-0. Harrington. His second of the night, too. Harrington goal. His 14th of the season, second of the game. Scored by number 22, Chris Claycomb. Unassisted at 5:20. Claycomb. Unassisted at 5 minutes, 20 seconds in the third period. So the clock graphic you see in the lower right-hand corner is off by a half minute as a result of the running clock rule. Puck out of play with 9:38 to go. The off-ice officials have had not their best showing tonight. Widows, from just above the Hodgson-Caravel blue line, tried to leave the puck in to his zone, but the Harrington forecheck came storming right back. Here's Widows running the gauntlet through traffic. Backhander from the bottom of the left circle. Ends up in the far corner. Punched out into neutral territory. In fact, stick-handled there by Polisano. Cross-ice feed to Zane Adams. He mishandled it after gaining the Hodgson-Caravel blue line. Gave the puck away to Davis. Davis held up at his own blue line. Here's Polisano again. Tried to snipe one from 35 feet, but found nothing but the back glass. Rebound thrown in by Adams, but under double team pressure, he couldn't get a shot off. Adams again. Body down in the far corner. He's got the leg of Ballas. They're tied down, and they willingly separate with 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go in regulation. Ballas is off. For cross-checking. Time of the penalties officially going to be beyond the 8-minute mark. As soon as it goes up on the board, we will make note of it. It goes at 8:21. Face off at the far dot. $7:23 to go. As the off-ice official and on-ice official have a dialogue about the clock stoppage rule. Meanwhile, Nicholas Page is setting up for an attacking zone face-off to start this power play. Jay Rott comes down from the bench for an explanation. I believe it's a 6-goal differential that establishes a running clock in the Delaware League. And here we go. Play resumes. My, oh my. Shot from Smith blocked away by Marcelino. Hodgson-Caravel penalty assist to number 28, Dylan Ballas, 2 for cross-checking at 8:21. Ballas 2 for cross-checking at 8 minutes 21 seconds in the third period. So with confusion and miscommunication, and in some cases misinformation, the rule of the day, Hodgson-Caravel's back on the penalty kill for the Harrington Havoc, up 8-0. Just beyond the midpoint of this third period. They're on yet another Colonial Motors power play. Twice so far this period, they've struck with the man advantage, and that's what has us in running clock land with 6.5 to go in the contest. Vincent Wooster back in his own zone under forechecking pressure from Records. Lines up an outlet pass to Nicholas Page. Not a particularly clean one, but Page is able to set up a 2-on-2, just the same angle to the far corner boards. Puck taken away from him. Chased down to the near corner. Not played out successfully by Smith. Jack held the right point. dump the puck into the far side. Page chases it down there alongside Krawczyk, who's all over him. They're well tied up, and we've got a whistle now with 5:50 to go in the game. A hold, a trip, something or other. It's going to be a trip. And it's going to be against Harrington's Nicholas Page. With 10 and change elapsed in this third period. Face-off will come just above the Hodgson-Caravel blue line. And it's officially at the 10:50 mark. Harrington penalty assist to number 3, Nicholas Page, 2 minutes for tripping at 10:50 in the third period. Page 2 for tripping at 10:50. Claycomb, long shot from 50 feet away, blocked down by Edenrod. Here comes Jordan Krawczyk through traffic, backhanding the puck out of his reach. Clogging up the slot was Nick Turner. And that's a pretty good start to this Harrington penalty kill. Wade Davis gets to center, tries to work the puck up the middle to Terezhik, who now crosses into the left side. Shot from the half wall, found the stick of Rosinski, was blocked off its line. Terezhik tried to follow up. Rosinski reaches for the puck below the net and caroms it out of harm's way. A minute gone in the Page penalty. Back in up the right side, Cubs Wade Davis for Hodgson-Caravel. His Silverbucks down 8-0 to Harrington with 4 minutes running to go in this third period. Taken from Terezhik by Claycomb. He's on his horse back into Hodgson-Caravel territory. Krawczyk stayed with him and swatted the puck out of his reach from the top of the right circle. Claycomb again. Nearly had it, his stick lifted, Terezhik muscles free. Here's a 2-on-3 for Hodgson. Terezhik from the far side lets a shot go right into the glove of Marcelino. It's held onto for a stoppage in play, but no stoppage of the clock. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this 8-0 first semifinal. Page is free, 3 minutes to go. Another shot from the far side, saved by Marcelino. Follow-up chance ends up in the near corner. Rebound contested by Adams and Abosh. Jacksch traps the puck at the kick plate. Now he's able to walk it free. Jacksch at his own goal line. 2.5 minutes to go. Jacob Records is the one offering forechecking pressure. Now Jacksch works his way through neutral territory. Stood up at the Hodgson-Caravel blue line. Headman passed the other way. Bounced off the stick of Abosh. He mishandled it. Wooster recovers inside the Harrington blue line. Lindeck puts the pressure on him. Headman to Adams on further up the near boards. Fairbank couldn't play it on. Davis took it away. Down to the final 2 minutes of regulation. Harrington, with this commanding 8-0 lead, has punched their ticket to their first Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game. It will be Friday at Fred Rust Arena against the winner of the next game, pitting DuPont-Conrad against Newark-Tatnall. Marcelino's save brings us to the final minute and a half of the contest. Face-off will take place to TJ Marcelino's left side. One-timer up high from Ballas was stopped by Marcelino. Puck backhanded out by Claycomb. Play whistle dead with just over a minute to go. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Appeared to be an offside on the re-entry from Hodgson-Caravel, bringing us to the final 40. Claycomb to Whittam off the draw. Whittam fires the puck from blue line to blue line, brought back the other direction by Heath Widows, just over the line. Laughlin stands him up. Vakula just drove Laughlin rather, to the surface of the ice. That was not a hockey play at all, and Vakula is going to sit for it. Not a hockey play at all. Interference with well, 10 seconds to go, we'll call it, and the running clock ticks down to 0. The Harrington Havoc defeat Hodgson-Caravel 8-0 in the first semifinal. Coming up next, DuPont-Conrad and Newark-Tatnall will be back with more on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group. Welcome back into the Patriot Ice Center for this evening's second Delaware High School Hockey League semifinal. The fourth-seeded AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers taking on the top-seeded Newark-Tatnall Hornets. James Witherite joining you this evening from the Patriot Ice Center. Sean Cannon will be joining us in the broadcast box in just a little bit as well. Right now, let's listen in for this evening's opening introductions. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Patriot Ice Center. The Delaware High School Hockey League presents this evening's second semifinal matchup, pitting the fourth-seeded AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers against the top-seeded Newark-Tatnall Hornets. Here are this evening's starting lineups. For DuPont-Conrad, starting in goal, number 4, Ronnie Petrucci. On defense, number 89, Ryan Sheldon, and number 96, Owen Conway. Starting at left wing, number 3, Nick Edwards. At right wing, number 26, Zach Duca. And starting at center, number 97, Tyler Page. The Tigers are coached by Brian Shefts. And here's the starting lineup for the top-seeded Newark-Tatnall Hornets, coached by Mark Cardillo. Starting in goal, number 72, Ty Hutchinson. On defense, number 11, Dante Albertson. And number 22, Jason Rue. At left wing, number 8, Lane Singer. At right wing, number 77, Gabe Jensen. Make that number 13, Gabe Jensen. And at center, number 77, Penn Saylor. There was an error on the DHSHL website, flipping the numbers of Saylor and Jensen. At this time, we ask that you please stand to fable, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor the United States of America with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And it's time to get rolling in the first state for the second half of our Delaware High School Hockey League doubleheader. Sean Cannon, great to have you in the broadcast box. We've been long overdue for this. There you are, you're brought up now.
Can they hear me?
Now they can hear you, Sean.
Well, I feel bad for them.
Well, as far as hockey IQ, I've been blessed to have Bob Thomas in the box with me, and now the great Sean Cannon.
Well, use that term loosely.
You two guys have taught me so much about this game over the last few years that it's just been absolutely tremendous to be on the receiving end of such great information about defensive schemes, defensive breakdowns, transitions, the strategic side of hockey. Both you and Bob have absolutely taught me a lot. So,
well, thank you, James. It's going to be fun tonight, and it should be a good game here.
Well, the first semifinal saw Harrington soar to an 8-0 win over Hodgson-Caravel. They just laid into the Silver Bucks and handily drove them into the ground and punched their first ticket to the DHSHL championship game. And here in the second half of our doubleheader, Gabe Jensen failed to clear his own page, floats the puck in along the near boards, chases it down to the half wall. DuPont-Conrad decked out in their away blue sweaters. Newark-Tatnall, the top seed, wearing their home whites, traveling from left to right here in the first period. Zach Duca offside. 42 seconds into the game, as the Hornets are able to cause enough of a commotion on their side of the blue line to bat the puck over and bring us a break in the action. Second line's on for both sides. Face-off controlled and fired in. How about that? right off the draw. Who was that at the point? Was that Janoka?
Actually Janoka, number 5, I believe.
It looked like Brian Janoka from here. And he puts the Tigers on the board early.
It actually looked like Janoka was going to dump the puck in the corner and then angled his shot on net and caught the goalie by surprise.
50 seconds in. It's 1-0. DuPont-Conrad, and it was Janoka from Fabian off the draw. Stacy Shefts, our liaison from the scorer's box, because, well, today we've needed liaisons from the scorer's box, sending us the information. First shot of the game, second shift of the game. And Brian Janoka lights up Hutchinson from the right point off a neutral zone draw to put the Tigers up early. DuPont-Conrad goal, his 7th of the season, scored by number 5, Brian Janoka. Assisted by number 8, Jacob Fabian. Time of the goal, 50 seconds in the first period. Janoka's 7th from Fabian at 50 seconds. Delayed offside on the Tigers as Jackie Boyles tags up will enable Newark-Tatnall a free pass, and Lane Singer carries the puck up the left side. First attack for the Hornets is a 2-on-4. Singer's shot from the far half wall was knocked off its line. Rebound taken away by Tyler Page. He punches it as far as center, but Newark-Tatnall two-way blue liner Jason Rue recovers. He's forced back into his own zone. Now he accelerates up the left wing boards to set up a 2-on-2 attack. Long-range shot was a little bit hasty and rang off the near corner boards. Came back out into neutral territory. Punch from over the Newark-Tatnall blue line in deep in their zone by Andy Redder, who had 2 assists in the Tigers' 3-1 victory over Middletown last Monday. Hutchinson behind his own cage tries to play the puck out. Bobbled at the far point by Owen Conway. Taken away by Jensen headman to Lane Singer. He was pressured by Matt Tully on the way back into the Tiger zone. His hasty shot was off its line. Battle for the puck develops at the far half boards off the rebound. Controlled now by Zach Duca of DuPont-Conrad. He floats it up the far boards deep into Newark-Tatnall territory where Jackson Galia recovers. Leaves it to Rue. Forechecking pressure coming at him from 2 angles. Breakout pass to Singer was hurried on further to Galen Kelly it goes. He's pressed into the far corner by Conway. Stick handled his way through traffic. Nearly gave the puck away as he came out the near side. Rolls it down low again. Around behind to Spencer Dance, who's bodied off by Conway at the far half wall. There's Zach Duca to flip the puck back to center. Rifled back in by Rue from right in front of that center red stripe along the far boards. Puck tied up at the near half wall. A 2-on-2 scrum develops. Josh Henk at the center of it. He muscles through for a shot lane. There was the first Newark-Tatnall shot of the game. It came from 35 feet out. Was stopped by Petrucci and a puck out of play at the opposite side. Brings us to a break in the action with nearly 4 minutes elapsed in the first period. And the DuPont-Conrad Tigers, pinned in their zone, do have a 1-0 lead and a tiny bit of breathing room as such, Sean.
Yes, first Hank just got his first good shot on net, but a lot of their stuff's on the outside. They got to start penetrating the net more.
Newark-Tatnall holds the zone off the draw. Jackie Boyles is able to take it away just inside his blue line. Headman backhander chased down by Andy Redder. He's driven into the back wall by Jensen. Puck knocked loose. Back into the neutral zone it comes. Taken by Jensen. Headman to Lane Singer. There's a solid shot from him from 30 feet that rang off the pads of Petrucci. Albertson rebound chance. Tipped aside as well. So too Sailor denied on the doorstep. Brian Janoka tracks down the puck after Petrucci made not 1, not 2, but 3 rapid-fire saves. And here's a 3-on-2 the other direction. Boyles tried to work the puck ahead to Redder, posting up net front, but the puck never got there from the half wall. Braden Dowling holds the near point, rolls the puck in behind the cage. Boyles again, net front feed, Fabian denied. Likewise, Redder storming the net front area. Lane Singer held close to home to keep both of them away. Normally a winger, but here he's playing a big role on defense, hanging close to home with that long wingspan of his. Dowling's cross-ice feed from the near point, trailed back into neutral territory. Janoka was out of position to play the puck on, so essentially a free pass for Newark-Tatnall as we pass the 5-minute mark of the first period. Puck rolls to the near corner. Jason Rue is there. Pass through the slot, nobody home. Jensen working the far boards, caroms it behind again. Back to Singer, high to Rue. Shot from the point is blocked off the skate of Redder. Puck is loose in front. Now batted back behind the net and slammed out of a hot kitchen by Braden Dowling. At the left point, Jack Zungalia failed to hold. Puck muscled away from him. Here's a 2-on-2 attack for DuPont-Conrad, but Fabian got tied up just upon gaining the Newark-Tatnall blue line. Puck barely out of play. I think it hit the cap rail or go into the penalty box, not sure which. But with 10 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first period, we've got a neutral zone face-off coming up, and it's just above the DuPont-Conrad blue line. Back and forth, really not many quality chances. We saw the first barrage of shots from Newark-Tatnall just now. Seems like the breakout and zone entry are really troubling both of these teams in the early go.
Yeah, right now I think they're both just trying to feel each other out. Looks like Petrucci's
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Looking good right now, and it looks like Hutchinson's kind of fighting it a little bit, but he'll probably get it going as the game goes on.
One shot on Hutchinson so far, and it got the better of him.
Yeah, I think his tracking will probably get better. Looks like he's kind of fighting it, but he'll continue to track better and get a little more solid in net.
Zungalia threw the puck in from center point, rang off the back glass. Owen Conway tries to muscle it free. Zungalia crosses near side, reaches in to hold the point, rolls the puck around behind the cage. It's tied up at the far half wall. Cross slot pass, fanned on by Manglass, off the feed from Maroney. And back into the neutral zone we go. DiSabatino gave it away to Rue. Maroney to Jason Rue. He's got time and space up the middle, but into a 1-on-2. Rue's shot from the top of the right circle was sticked off its line. Looked like Page got a piece of that one. On the opposite side, holding the point, was Jones. Loose puck punched free by Sheldon. Couldn't connect with Page in neutral territory. Edwards trails the action. Floats it up the near boards into the near corner of the Newark-Tatnall zone. Played out by Dante Albertson the other direction. On out of the zone. Swatted back in by Janoka. A lot of dumping, not much chasing, and a lot of back and forth here in the first half of the first period. Really not much in the way of meaningfully developed momentum.
No. Right now I think it looks like turnovers, a little nerves. I think the guys want to compete, but I think they're trying to compete a little bit too much, thinking too much, and they're not reacting and just playing the game.
Zach Duca with a shot from 30 feet, caught and held on to by Hutchinson with 8 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the first period. The score 1-0 DuPont-Conrad over Newark-Tatnall, trying to spring the 4-over-1 upset. We'll see if they can keep the momentum going. Hornets do clear. This is Gabe Jensen up the right wall. He's kept wide by Matt Tully on his way in. Edwards came at him at an angle, swatted the puck out of his reach, rang it off the corner glass. Albertson barely held the point, but he gave it away to Tyler Page. Page through traffic up the right wing wall. Generates a shot lane from 25 feet, but fired the puck off the pads of Hutchinson. It's loose in front. Play whistled dead as Hutchinson covers up. Was the net dislodged? I don't think so. But Hutchinson had to sprawl to make his third and his fourth save so far of the night.
Well, it looks like down in the AI zone, it's getting harder and harder for Tatnall to get a good shot in the middle of the ice. But AI's gotten some good chances down in Tatnall's zone. They haven't gotten many, but they're getting some good ones.
Face-off coming to Hutchinson's left. Fabian overpowered on the draw by Penn Saylor, the correct 77.
There's an incorrect 77?
Well, there was an incorrect 77 and an incorrect 13 on the DHSHL website whenever we went to prepare the game sheets for tonight. Jensen was listed as 77. Saylor was listed as 13. Indeed.
Admin.
Team admin or league admin?
Both.
Non-committal. Back into the Tiger zone we go.
Back to hockey.
Back to hockey. And an equalizer there from Lane Singer off the giveaway.
And there's that opportunity in front of the net. Good opportunity, buries it. That's what I was talking about earlier, as in all their shots were on the outside. They got inside, wide open, beat Petrucci up high.
Botch breakout leads to a 1-1 game. 8 minutes and 47 seconds in. Lane Singer with his 35th of the year. Laser from the slot off the giveaway. Gabe Jensen credited with the assist. And we're now tied up at 1. Tigers trying to bounce right back. Racing up the far side was Edwards. Shot was rushed and off the back glass. Newark-Tatnall goal is 35th of the season, scored by number 8, Lane Singer, assisted by number 13, Gabe Jensen. Time of the goal, 8:47 in the first period. Singer's 35th from Jensen at 8:47. In the far corner was Page. Centering pass bothered Conway. Follow-up chance near point was blocked as well. Hutchinson swats the puck out of the reach of Zach Duca. Edwards posts up net front. Can't track down the puck as it sails behind the goal instead. Winding up and clearing the puck was Rue, but he's guilty of an icing. With 6:07 to go in this first period, we're tied up at 1. Shot 6-4 in favor of the white-clad Newark-Tatnall Hornets.
Yeah, well, that was AI's top line there. They had a good shift, probably the longest zone time they've had tonight. Page and Conway and Edwards can bring some offense for that team.
Especially Owen Conway, who while back at the blue line has accounted for just under a point a game, 3 goals and 6 assists on the year, and he's been a key element to their breakout. Fabian from center point. Lofts one in lazily, caught and held on to by Hutchinson for his 4th save of the game on 5 shots faced so far. Could maybe not give the shot on goal on that one, but the benefit of the doubt's been given.
A shot's a shot.
Back in, no, back in. Andy Redder tried to go, but he lost the puck just 3 feet above the blue line. Penn Saylor took it away. Swatted out by Jackie Boyles, trailing back to the Tigers' blue line. Family from Prince Edward Island tuning in tonight. Fabian couldn't muscle his way from the near boards in toward the Newark-Tatnall goal. Fabian gets it back from Sheldon, who held the zone near side. Now it's tied up at the half boards. Muscling back through the other way, Dante Albertson got tied up, lost the puck ultimately. It pinballs around net front after Fabian's centering pass to Boyles was disrupted. And once again an icing against the Newark-Tatnall Hornets brings us to a break in the action with 5 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-1 game. Tigers and Hornets deadlocked, and really no good way of determining in these early stages what to expect as far as the momentum of this game and the temperature of this game will yield. No fouls yet, which is an interesting note.
Yeah, it seems as if the game's not as physical. It's more about the skill right now.
Quick shot from Jason Rue. Under 2-ply defensive pressure was off its line. Puck rolls back out near side. Tyler Page muscles on past Kelly. Zungalia tries to tie up the puck right in front of the scorer's table, but Edwards keeps muscling on. It rolls back to Janoka at the DuPont-Conrad blue line. Carried on by Page. Hard shot from the top of the left circle. Caught and held on to again
It seemed
by
like
Ty Hutchinson.
Tatnall there got caught flat-footed in the neutral zone, and good transition by AI, and got a good shot on net.
Good shot on it, but Ty Hutchinson. I can't imagine he's surrendered a .624 goals against average this year. He's a much better goalie than those numbers would indicate, .624, .738.
Yeah,
He's about a .900 goalie from what we've seen. 2-on-2 chance. Hard shot from Singer was bobbled by Petrucci, and Saylor failed to fire on the rebound, so it stays 1-1 with 4:15 to go.
Looked like Petrucci just got that one. That was a heck of a shot by Singer.
It really was. Hard shot, and then Petrucci bobbles the puck. Petrucci has to cross over to the near post. And that post-to-post east-west movement is really what gets goalies in trouble more than anything, it seems.
Oh, yeah. You get your knees buckled, you can't move. You got to be able to be flexible. And
You're a goalie, you know.
Yes. Well, was. I'm going to say that. Don't want to advertise I am anymore.
Once a goalie, always a goalie, though. and you came into the game at a time, too, when the hybrid style was really, really coming into form. You didn't have your stand-up guys. You didn't have your butterfly guys. When you were really coming of age,
we had the Brodeurs, the Hashicks, the crazy style.
Exactly. It was
do anything to keep it out.
It was the coming of age of the hybrid, if you will, goaltending style, and a trip on Dante Albertson sends the DuPont-Conrad Tigers to their first power play of the night at the 12:19 mark in this first period, but Singer wins the draw on Rue rifles the puck from center in behind the Tigers' goal. Newark-Tatnall penalty, assessed to number 11, Dante Albertson, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 12:19 in the first period. Albertson 2 for tripping at 12:19. Good first 22 seconds on this penalty kill for the Hornets. A couple quick clears. Here's a 2-on-2 Redder. Working the tops of the circles is angled to the near wall by Jackson Gallia. Back it comes to Sheldon, overpowered at the point, and Fabian's got a breakaway. Jacob Fabian deeks, and he roofs it. It was Lane Singer. I apologize, I had the wrong 8. Singer steals the puck and goes top shelf. It's 2-1 in favor of Newark-Tatnall.
You know, it's funny, sometimes the penalty kill can get your legs going. You have to do a little bit more skating. You give that little extra effort. Singer, that was probably the hardest skating. We've seen him do it consistently on one shift. Led to a breakaway and a nice shot and a nice goal.
Came at the 13:01 mark unassisted. Short-handed breakaway off a turnover. And just like that, it's 2-1. Newark-Tatnall coming back with a pair to take the lead away from the DuPont-Conrad Tigers. Newark-Tatnall goal, his 36th of the season, second of the game, scored by number 8, Lane Singer. An unassisted goal at 13:01. Singer's 36th, unassisted at 13:01. It was a shorthanded goal. To the friends and family of Lane Singer, I apologize for completely trashing the goal call.
That's all James on that one. I had it right from the start.
Yeah, you did. You were over there saying Singer, I know. Here come the Tigers again. Page crashes the net. Yes, sir.
Yep, they called it a goal.
I heard the whistle. I saw Green's arm outstretched. That is a good goal. So now 2-2. After Tyler Page
looked like
rushed up the right wing boards and in.
Looked like the ref was thinking about whether he was going to call that a goal or not. But
ultimately, Sean Green gives us the outstretched arm. And with 1:59 to go in this first period, Page gets his 7th. Hutchinson's net is replaced. And we've got ourselves a 2-2 hockey game. Power play goal. We still have the penalty times down. We're still awaiting the posting of the goal. We're still awaiting the posting of there it is.
Admin.
Right wing boards, crashes the net.
League madman. Oh, we got another
and
one.
Another one.
Another one.
Oy, oy, oy. Wow. The Tigers wasting no time. 15 seconds later, they strike again.
Went right to the net, picked up a rebound, and just jammed it in.
Off the rebound, and who was it who had the rebound? We'll find out. They're saying 11 from downstairs, but there was no 11 on the DuPont-Conrad roster. It came from Sheldon on the assist. It was Jack Boyles, 71, the Islander, who got the go-ahead for the DuPont-Conrad Tigers. DuPont-Conrad goal, his 7th of the season, scored by number 97, Tyler Page. An unassisted power play goal at 14:01. Page's 7th unassisted, 14:01. DuPont-Conrad goal, his 2nd of the season, scored by number 71, Jack Boyles. Assisted by number 89, Ryan Sheldon. Time of the goal, 14:16. Boyles is 2nd from Sheldon at 14:16. There is 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. So it's 3-2 DuPont-Conrad with the advantage. Penn Sailor failed to hold the near point. Albertson floats the puck high into DuPont-Conrad territory. It's muscled away by Boyles, but he gives it to Jensen at the near half wall. Taken from him and muscled free by Sheldon. He chips it on past Albertson, gets to center. No, he didn't get to center, said Sean Green. Dumped the puck in to the near corner, but was guilty of an icing, getting rid of it about a half second too soon.
It was a nice play right there by Sheldon in the zone. He didn't panic when he got the puck, skated it out, didn't just throw it away. Probably wanted to get the red line there to make a nice dump and probably get off. But
another stride, he's able to do that.
Yes. As a coach, I think they really wanted him to hit that red line.
Jensen leaves it to Albertson at the near point. Shot thrown in, was knocked off its line. Jensen tracks down the rebound near corner. Tried to feed it below the goal to Singer. That pass was broken up by Sheldon initially. We're down to the last 20 seconds in the first period of play. This will be another icing against the AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers. You hate to see 2 consecutive icings in the last minute.
Well, that's
You're only up by 1.
It's kind of the exact opposite of what we just talked about, what Sheldon did with the puck as he skated it up, didn't panic, didn't just throw it. Looked like
that puck was just
got on it and didn't want to do anything bad.
And ultimately, what does he do?
Bad.
You as a coach probably would render that the worst thing one could do in the far corner.
Yeah.
Under ordinary circumstances, granted.
Yes. Especially with less than a minute to play.
And only a 1-goal lead against a team rife with snipers.
Yeah, that period, you could tell that Newark has more than what they're giving us. Offensively, they're probably going to generate a little bit more better chances here as the game goes on. But good job by AI. They've been opportunistic and scored on some nice goals going to the net.
3-2 through 1. AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers with the lead over the Newark-Tatnall Hornets. We'll break away. We've got a TV timeout. This is Delaware Hockey Night, and it's brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Second period's underway. Shots even at 9 in that first period. And the DuPont-Conrad Tigers, clad in blue, have a 3-2 lead over the Newark-Tatnall Hornets. Good first period, good end of the first period, too, from AI DuPont. 2 quick goals in the penultimate minute. One came from Tyler Page, another from Jack Boyles. In come the Hornets again. Loose puck corralled by Page, who works just below the AI blue line. Throws the puck into the neutral zone, but right into the path of Gabe Jensen. Hard slapper from the right point, right into the glove of Ronnie Petrucci.
Beginning of the second.
Little more effort from Tatnall, a little bit more of a press, 52 seconds in to that first period. Well, quite frankly, they've got a score to settle after giving up 2 unanswered goals to end the first period. Hard shot from up high. Galen Kelly didn't get quite enough mustard on it as his stick was bothered during the release. Here's Boyles back up the right wing boards, 3-on-3. Drop pass, Fabian shot from the top of the circle. Caught, held on to by Ty Hutchinson. Another break in the action comes with 75 seconds gone in the second period. Face off out to the near dot. Conway with a cannon from the right point. Missed the far post. Rebound controlled by Kelly. He's able to clear it off the far boards and out. Henk can't pick it up cleanly in the neutral zone. And as his momentum carried him in over the DuPont-Conrad blue line, Kelly and Dance moving through together to pick up the puck. Brought play offside with 1.5 minutes gone in the second period. That's just a case of good idea but bad timing.
Yeah, on the offsides there, it looks like Newark is just like that one split second out of sync from making something really good things happen for him.
And as you well know, hockey is a game of minutia.
Yes, very much. I use that word a lot.
Sure you do. Singer ruled out of the draw. That was Singer that time. I got it right.
Yes, you got that one right.
Rue carried it on. Singer up the right wing board. Storms back into DuPont-Conrad territory. Let one rip from the dot. Stick saved by Petrucci keeps the play alive. DuPont-Conrad unable to clear their zone. Puck wobbles in toward the tops of the circles where Jensen was unable to do anything with it. Here's Edwards up the near side. Fed the puck by Brian Janoka. Edwards bodied off his path by Saylor. Gets tripped up on the way in. Zangalia is going to get away with one there. And a loose puck is corralled and backhanded out of harm's way by Gabe Jensen. Fired back in from 10 feet over the blue line and into the path once again. Now Jack Zangalia, who clears but cedes possession. That's one of those things, Coach, that we've talked about many a time in the top row. Whenever a team just throws the puck deep out of their zone but gives away possession as such.
Yeah, that's the kind of what we were talking about in the first period there, when players seem to just panic and just throw the puck instead of trying to make a hockey play, where a lot of times that happens because they're caught flat-footed, the puck gets on their stick, they don't know what to do, and they just react.
And they just panic and want to try to take some heat out of the kitchen, but ultimately what do? They turn the puck over and they give the opposition another chance to reset, and at that point it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, you usually win more when you have the puck more.
Have to have the puck to shoot, right?
It helps.
Here's Andy Redder. Up the right wing boards. Kelly pinned him to the wall on his way into the Tatnall zone. Puck rolls back as far as the blue line. Hank in a one-on-one. Puck poke-checked away from him and ultimately out of the zone. Owen Conway with an effective back check there. Stayed with Hank and broke up what was nearly an A-quality scoring chance. Conway, near side, flips the puck from over his blue line to over the center logo, but it was intercepted. Dance gets a lazy shoulder check from Fabian off the puck. Conway sets up a 2-on-2 the other way for AI. Conway shot from just outside the far dot. Caught and held onto once again by Ty Hutchinson. 10th shot. Rather his 12th shot of the night. And his 9th save. Face-off coming out to Hutchinson's right with 12 and a half minutes to go in the second period of a 3-2 game. Advantage, AI DuPont-Conrad. A high line drive from Janoka at the left point into the glove of Hutchinson once again.
Nice quick little play there by AI to get a nice shot on net.
I don't think they're recording that as a shot on goal, though, as a good foot and a half over the crossbar.
Well, we got a great play by Tatnall here.
Here we go. Petrucci out of the net, and Singer with a wide open net couldn't get the right angle on the puck. Should have been 3-3.
Thinking about it, that extra second.
Should have been 3-3. I think Singer tried to get maybe a little too fancy.
I don't know. That's a really tough play. He made a really good play to even have that opportunity.
Cleared out by Page the other direction. Jensen, under forechecking pressure from Edwards, is hauled to the far corner. They're tied up for the puck. Sweeping in. Jason Rue recovers for the Hornets. Cross-ice feed to Penn Sailor. Headman up the middle to Singer. Tipped off his stick to the near corner. Janoka angles him out of the Royal Road. Back to Zach Duca it comes. He muscles over his own blue line, but into a trio of Newark-Tatnall defenders. Duca let one rip from long range, gloved down by Hutchinson, and shoveled out into the neutral zone once again. Volleyed back by Janoka from right in front of the DuPont-Conrad penalty box. He hacks down the puck with a high stick, but it's carried on by Lane Singer, so plays allowed to continue off the Singer shot, which was batted down by Ronnie Petrucci with 5 minutes elapsed in the second period of a 3-2 game. DuPont-Conrad leading Newark-Tatnall here this evening. Page gives it away to Kelly. Janoka gives it away again. Kelly crashing the net. No, sir, says Ronnie Petrucci. Save number 10 for the young man in blue and gold. Albertson tried to maintain the momentum for the Hornets, could not do so. Puck rolled behind the cage and Boyles backhanded it out as far as center, worked back in by Reese Ratliff. Taken away again by Sheldon. Lots of zone time for the Newark-Tatnall Hornets, but really no A-quality chances, save for the play that Singer generated when Petrucci had vacated the net.
Well, during that shift there, it looked like Page brought the puck back into their zone. From that point on, Newark was always able to keep them from the red line in, which at times when you bring the puck backwards, you kind of slow the game down and it kind of hurts you getting up ice. And it lets the other team, they were able to get a line change, get fresh legs out there, and then pin them in their zone for a little bit.
I know how you are in terms of the breakout. You want it to be D up, D to D up, and out.
Yeah, you want
more often than not, anyway.
Well, in today's game, you don't want to go backwards. You want to go forward. Anytime it's in your zone, I mean, anything can happen. So get it up and go attack on the other end.
Here's Fabian attacking. But Boyles and Redder were ahead of them and offside. Bringing play to a halt once again with 9:48 to go in the second period. Face-off will come right in front of us above the Newark-Tatnall blue line. And those Hornets trail the DuPont-Conrad Tigers 3-2. Puck chased down by Gabe Jensen, who enters up the far boards. Long shot from above the half wall was sticked down by Petrucci. Rue holds the far point off a failed clear. Thrown in, Singer's redirect fails, and Sailor takes out the trash to tie it up at 3.
Yeah, good job there. He kept his feet moving. Two AI guys caught with their feet flat-footed there. Looked like Albertson kept his feet going, was able to jam in the rebound.
I think it was Saylor, but we'll find
Sorry,
out
Saylor,
for sure.
yeah. The wrong 77.
We're even now.
No 13s involved.
We are as even as can be, and so are these teams. It is 3-3. This goal at 6:33. It was Saylor. I had Ruin Singer on that. Nets dislodged, bringing us a stoppage with 9:09 to go. Newark-Tatnall goal. His 4th of the season, correction, his 6th of the season, scored by number 77, Penn Saylor. Assisted by number 22, Jason Rue, and number 8, Lane Singer. Time of the goal, 6:33 in the second period. Saylor's 6th from Ruin Singer at 6:33. Just good heads-up awareness from Penn Saylor to get that rebound home and tie this game back up. Saylor held the zone, lunging for the puck to keep it in at the near point, but ultimately it was muscled free by Fabian. At the opposite blue line, Rue stick handles. He's got space up the middle. Rue barrels back in to DuPont-Conrad territory. Feeds to Singer. Shot from the top of the left circle, sticked away by Petrucci and on out of the zone. Zungalia was drawn into the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Jensen. Line change for Newark-Tatnall, and Owen Conway behind his own net. Hits Fabian on the breakout pass, shoveled ahead by Boyles up the near boards, and the Tigers too will change up.
Looks like your possession is definitely going the Newark-Tatnall way right now, and most of the second period has been played down in the AI zone.
And that's boded well for Newark-Tatnall. They tied it up at the 6:33 mark, as Penn Saylor accounts for his 6th goal of the year. Second on this team in assists too with 18. Page back to his own blue line, retreats. Hank with forechecking pressure disrupted his breakout pass, which Conway had to chase down. He's able to get a shot off, Conway is, from just above the top of the right circle after carrying in to the Newark-Tatnall zone. Shot from the corner, and Zach Duca was batted down by Hutchinson just the same. It's loose in front, corralled by Hutchinson.
Yeah, this is the line.
Some words and then some. Exchange between Edwards and a couple of the Hornets. I think Kelly at the center of that too. You were saying about this line.
This line here for AI, they've created the most offense for them consistently in the zone. I mean, this is the first time this whole period they've really been in the zone and created anything like that.
Now the task is on them to try to keep it going off an attacking zone draw. But Page was overpowered by Singer. Singer dipsy doodles around everybody, makes a beeline for the net. Backhand, no sir. Ronnie Petrucci keeps it in front of him, crosses to the far post, and keeps this one a 3-3 game.
Well, you usually hear a reaction in some way when a goalie makes a save as great as that, but I think everybody in this rink did not know what just happened right there.
I was certainly one of them. Like, where's the puck? And then I don't see Sean's arm outstretched.
Well, that was one.
Ronnie Petrucci nonchalantly flips the puck forward after the whistle. Everybody in the building's looking for it, and you don't hear the cheers from the crowd. You don't hear the cheers from the other half of the crowd. You don't hear the 15 exclamation points from the press box. It's just, what just happened, guys?
It's, I guess, one of those moments where it was such a great play that you kind of were all in awe.
Puck tied up at the far half wall of the Newark-Tatnall zone. Punched out now by the Hornets, and Singer heads up a 2-on-1. Cutting for the net is Rue. Shot rang off the end boards. Where's the puck? Janoka lost sight of it. It was right in his feet. He clears it off the glass out over the line. Chased down up the near wall by Page. Zengalia turns it the other way. And an offside against the Newark-Tatnall Hornets gives us a break in the action with 6:09 to go in the second period. This game is tied at 3. The winner will meet Harrington on Friday in the Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game, that at Fred Rust Arena, and we'll have it all for you here on Delaware Hockey Night TV and Delaware Hockey Night Radio too. Face-off will take place just above the Newark-Tatnall blue line as a result of the offside pass. Redder in to take the draw across from Hank, and it was won by the Hornets. Puck cleared by Rue from his own blue line. This comes back in icing with 6 minutes to go, minus a tick in the second period, 3-3. If you're AI DuPont, what are you doing now?
Well, if you're AI DuPont, you've actually done a good job since they've tied the game up. It's kind of slowed it down a little bit. Doesn't it feel like the game has kind of slowed its pace a little bit? And now you just got to try to attack and look for that that nice play, that nice opportunity, and bury it when you get a chance.
And there was a shot atop the left circle from Redder, which sailed away. This is Rue in a 2-on-2 up the right dots. Centering pass, Hank. Net front tip ends up in the near corner, just a bad line on the redirect. Taken away by Boyles. Headman pass up the middle. Bobbled by Fabian. And now recovered by Rue for Newark-Tatnall. Long range shot. Caught by Petrucci, and he waited until next week before the pressure came from Josh Hank and the whistle to follow.
That was a really good play right there by Redder, stepping up in the neutral zone. Kind of stopped all the play. Everything kind of came to a halt. The only option was to dump it in right there. It was a really good step up. He got hit pretty hard, but it was still a great play for the team.
Absolutely. 5:23 to go here in the second. Tied up at 3. DuPont-Conrad and Newark-Tatnall. Dowling in the far corner. Rolls the puck to the near side. Chased down by Manglass. I see some of these Newark-Tatnall uniforms, and I'm thinking Pittsburgh Steelers in so many cases.
They definitely have that look.
Especially with the striping on the socks, too. Page, pressed deep by Maroney. That's not Roethlisberger wearing number 7.
No. I hope not.
Although Sean Sweezum, the longtime kicker for Pittsburgh, actually coaches one of the Pittsburgh Penguins' elite U10 teams.
I did not know that.
Coaches the U10 girls team in the Pittsburgh suburbs. How cool is that? Page
Big
couldn't
save
bury
by
one on the
Hutchinson.
doorstep. Hodgson with yet another save. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second period of a 3-3 game. Fresh legs on for both sides. And the face-off comes to the left of Ty Hutchinson, who saved 12 of 15 shots so far this evening. This game remains deadlocked at 3 aside. Zach Duca converges on the puck with Jensen right at center. Dumps it in over the Newark-Tatnall blue line only just before Zengalia turns it the other way. Poked ahead by Singer right into the hands of Dowling. Zengalia lines up a slapper from well over the blue line. It rings off the end boards. Edwards fails to clear. Penn Sailors sweeps in with forechecking pressure. That was enough to disrupt the breakout. And Jensen, for a moment anyway, held the zone at the near point before Page and company muscled beyond him. It rolls back over the Newark-Tatnall blue line. The puck does. Zengalia angled to the far boards by Duca. Was able to advance it to Singer, who's bodied off the puck in the slot. Sailor offers support, flips the puck to the near corner. Now it rolls to the far side off the carom. Sailor stick handles, leaves it to Zengalia. One-timer, a lazy slapper from the right point. Sailed into a congested slot. Follow-up chance from Jensen's tip to the corner once again. Rue tries to center it from the near half wall, -5 feet. But again, that traffic in the slot gets the better of him. And it's muscled free by Page. Tyler Page, bothered by Zengalia at the far boards, lost the puck well after gaining. the Newark-Tatnall line. Singer into a 1-on-3 the other way. Couldn't work past the top of the near circle before losing the puck. And it's taken from him by Andy Redder. We're inside the final 3 minutes of the second period, and a hard shot from Andy Redder at the top of the left circle. Hits Hutchinson right in the chest protector, and he holds on for the stoppage with 2:44 to go in the second period of a tie game. We're 3-3.
You just got that gut feeling this game is going to come down to the end.
It's been back and forth, nip-tuck the whole way, and now that we've got a better handle on the momentum and the shifts of momentum and what these teams are able to do and not do, I think we're in for a much better game than we bargained between the 3-10-2 DuPont-Conrad Tigers and the 13-2 Newark-Tatnall Hornets. AI DuPont really playing up well today in this test against the perennial league leaders.
Yeah, great compete. Really working hard. I mean, Tatnall New York's had some great opportunities, some big saves right now. Have really been the difference.
This is Josh Hank at center. Ahead to Dance. Puck tipped off his stick over the blue line. Turned back the other way by Boyles. Down to the last two in the second period of a 3-3 contest. Sheldon leaves it back to Conway. Galen Kelly, the forechecker. Kelly's outlet pass was mishandled by Redder. Hutchinson out of the crease. Shovels it back the other way as far as the AI DuPont blue line, where Conway hits Boyles. Headman pass Fabian shot top of the right circle. Cleared the crossbar, rang off the glass. Rebound ends up at the far side where Redder won a 2-on-2 battle for the puck. Work down low to Boyles' far corner. Puck rolls to the near half wall, worked down low again by Conway, now near side. Boyles centering pass, one-timer. Fabian tipped aside by Hutchinson. Delayed penalty and a goal! Shot from the top of the left circle beat Hutchinson, and it's now 4-3. AI DuPont with another one.
That was great work by AI. They beat them to every loose puck right there. Created a couple opportunities. Looked like Tatnall took a penalty there right before the puck even went in.
So that's going to be canceled out ultimately.
Yes, that won't go on the board.
But a one-timer from the top of the left circle off the stick of Andy Redder. Gives the Tigers a 4-3 lead. Wow. An upset in the making, maybe. Could be, who knows?
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. DuPont-Conrad goal. His 11th of the season, scored by number 9, Andy Redder. Assisted by number 89, Ryan Sheldon. Time of the goal, 14:51 in the second period. Redder's 11th from Sheldon at 14:51.
Zungalia had a shot from the point, which was tipped aside by Petrucci. Zone cleared ultimately, but the re-entry was illegal with 37 seconds to go here in period number 2. And the DuPont-Conrad Tigers nursing a 4-3 lead over the Newark-Tatnall Hornets. Lane Singer foiled Page's breakout attempt, took a shot, but it was blocked down ultimately by Petrucci. 2-on-1 the other way. Page stops at the half wall, crosses through the slot. His chance bothered by Jensen. Puck gloved down out of the air by Zungalia. Ahead to Singer, last 8 seconds. He's got space. Conway angles him to the corner. Shot from the dot. Sticked up in the air by Ronnie Petrucci. Down to the last second. The horn sounds. The period ends. Through 32 minutes, DuPont-Conrad up 4-3 over Newark-Tatnall. We'll take a break on Delaware Hockey Night. And it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group. Clear.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you very much, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Patriot Ice Center, home of the Delaware High School Hockey League semifinals. Earlier tonight, the Harrington Havoc won 8-0 over the Hodgson-Caravel Silver Bucks. And who they're going to face on Friday? We thought we'd have a much clearer picture than we do right now. This game was supposed to be all Newark-Tatnall, but the AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers have come to play in a big way. They're up 4-3 through 32 minutes, Sean Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, this is setting up to be a nice finish here. Newark's gotten their great opportunities. They're creating a ton of good offense. Petrucci's made some big saves. Hodgson's made some good saves. So we have some good goaltending, some good play here, and hopefully have a good finish.
This game pretty well even the whole way. Shots 18-17 in favor of Newark-Tatnall, but the number that matters, 4-3. The Tigers of AI DuPont-Conrad out of the lead in that department. Quick shot right off the face-off from Singer from the far half wall. Popped up in the atmosphere by Petrucci. Race for the puck in the far corners. Saylor is squeezed into the boards by Janoka. Tried to set up a centering feed to Rue. However, Tyler Page was able to take that puck away and flip it deep into Newark-Tatnall territory. Hornets moving left to right here in the third period. Dante Albertson with the headman feed to Lane Singer. Shot from the top of the left circle right into the path of Ronnie Petrucci. He makes the stop 40 seconds in, and that gives us a break in the action and a chance for both sides to get at least some fresh legs on.
Yeah, I mean, bringing that up, you can definitely see that conditioning is going to have a part to this game as players are already skating to the bench with their hands on their hips.
2-on-2 for the Tigers on the breakout. This is Rudder up the left side. Tried to set up a cross-ice feed to Fabian, but it was blocked down. Puck rolls to the near corner. Jensen works it free. Rather, that was Albertson who worked it free to Zingalia. On ahead to Rue, who burned a defender. Backhander in.
That was a great pass by Albertson.
Certainly was, to get things going all the way in the Newark-Tatnall zone. And then on up the right side.
And there was a defenseman jumping in the rush there.
Jason Rue, well, he does pretty much anything you ask him to. And pretty effectively. That goal at 1:07 in the third period to tie it up. Zingali is going to get the only assist there. I think Dante Albertson should get a secondary.
Yeah, I believe so.
Unfortunately, we in the press box
got a better eye for that.
Don't have the authority to give a secondary assist. That's between the on-ice and off-ice officials ultimately, and we'll not go there today. Mike and Sean are calling a great game, though.
Yes, they are. Two of the best.
Newark-Tatnall goal. His 30th of the season, scored by number 22, Jason Rue. Assisted by number 15, Jack Zingalia. Time of the goal, 1:07 of the third period. It was Rue from Zingalia at 107. Feels like off the offside, the clock ran a few seconds extra, so that was a bit disconcerting here in the press box as we try to maintain graphics and overall just game awareness and everything else. Edwards keeps the puck in, tries to set up Janoka center point, but he got bad contact on the puck from high. It rolls to the far point, kept in by Janoka, batted by Albertson to the corner, and Zach Duca maintains it for the Tigers. He blew a tire trying to run the gauntlet behind the net. Puck skitters loose. Walk net front by Page, couldn't jam it in from the edge of the crease. Here's Singer back the other way. Couldn't split defenders on his way through the slot. Jensen with a follow-up chance from 35 feet out. Was sticked wide by Petrucci. That the 22nd Newark-Tatnall shot of the game. Jensen was pressed back into the neutral zone, ultimately lost the puck. We are 3 minutes into the third period of a 4-4 game, 10:57 p.m. Eastern Time here at the Patriot Ice Center. For those of you joining us from Atlantic Canada, it's almost Thursday. Thanks for sticking it out with us.
I can't believe you're watching. But thank you.
Rue again, far half wall. Throws it off the near corner boards, chased down by Sheldon and Jensen. Sheldon able to get enough of the puck to leave it to Page, and he's able to work this one clear. Boyles, the product of PEI. Headmans it to Fabian, crossing through the slot, but is shot from 20 feet, stick away by Hutchinson. Page again from the far corner, centering pass into a congested slot, gave it away. Here comes Jason Rue again from the blue line. Shot goes up into the netting and out of play with 11 minutes and 51 seconds to go in regulation, and a 4-4 deadlock yet to be broken.
It looks like we're going to get a lot of up and down, up and down. It's going to be the team that can generate a couple chances in one zone time.
So the pace of play and the flow of play is going to resemble a Catholic Mass here before long. A lot of up and down. And thanks to Andy Redder having to fix his face mask, a delay on the Conrad side forces them to change centers, and Redder's going to make the most of it. He comes barreling in, was able to get a shot off after splitting defenders too, but Ty Hutchinson gets the last word.
That was a really good play by Jack Boyles up by the blue line to fake kind of using the wall and then hit the puck up the middle. It actually gave Redder a better chance to get a better shot on net.
Had the path right down the middle, was able to punch his way between defenders in a fairly congested slot, nets off, so we've got another stoppage as Fabian tried to crash in from the left dot. But Hutchinson,
seems like
when it counts, he makes the saves.
It seems like pucks are coming in from every angle, which is very tough as a goalie. Those shots on the goal line, obviously you should have them, but they always make you feel a little uncomfortable.
Face off at the near dot, won by Fabian. Janoka steps up, maintains the zone from center point. Loose puck at the dot, corralled by Redder. Threw one in from a pretty awkward angle. It was batted down by Hutchinson. Race on the other way. Here's an odd man rush now for the Hornets. Shot on the doorstep. Henk denied by Petrucci. Rue follow-up chance was high and wide. Held in by Henk at the half wall, but he gives it away under bodily pressure, and Brian Janoka is able to float the puck out of a hot kitchen. Picked up by Singer over the center logo. Henk tips it back to him. Shot down the pipe from 30 feet. Kick to the far corner by Petrucci. Loose puck recovered below the net, and now cleared out of harm's way by Tyler Page as far as the Newark-Tatnall blue line, where Albertson recovers. Ricochets it off the near wall ahead to Lane Singer. Singer lazily shoots from 40 feet at the top of the right circle, but he fires the puck right into the glove hand of Ronnie Petrucci, who holds for the stoppage with 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the contest. Draw comes out to Petrucci's left. And Page backhands the puck to the near corner where it's played out by Sheldon. Ahead to Duca. Now Page carries it on through the neutral zone. Offside against the AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers with 10:10 to go. Their entry of the Newark-Tatnall zone a little bit premature, so this comes back outside the line. Tyler Page, under pressure from all angles, is able to float the puck into the Newark-Tatnall zone, but no Tigers are there to chase it down and maintain the momentum. This game is tied at 4 here at the 6-minute mark of the third period. Newark-Tatnall looking to head back to the championship game. They are the perennial powerhouses in this league. Meanwhile, the AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers trying to upset as the 3-10-2 in the regular season 4th seed after a 3-1 defeat of Middletown in the quarterfinal. 9.5 to go now. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Edwards pinned down by Jensen. Couldn't stifle the on there, guys. Nearly gave it away. Tyler Page shot Drew Hutchinson off, and the rebound goes in off the stick of, I think, Nick Edwards. It is 5-4. AI DuPont-Conrad takes yet another lead.
I'm not really sure how that puck came out. It looks like it maybe squirted through the legs of Hutchinson, and Edwards in the right place at the right time.
Nick Edwards tickles the twine off the rebound. At 6:45, and it's now 5-4. The AI DuPont-Conrad Tigers' upset dreams continue in earnest.
I think we got a long way to go, though.
Oh, yes. Anything can happen, as we've seen so far. I mean, heck, it's 5-4, and the Tigers have the lead. Who'd have thunk, as the kids say.
Yeah, I did not think the score would be the way it is right now.
DuPont-Conrad goal. His 12th of the season, scored by number 3, Nick Edwards. An unassisted goal at 6:45 in the third period. Edwards unassisted at 6:45. My goodness. Who would have thought that we would be standing here right now watching the DuPont-Conrad Tigers try to protect a lead over the Newark-Tatnall Hornets, who've only lost twice this season.
Tell you, the player sticking out for Newark-Tatnall right now is Rue. He's been jumping from the point, creating a lot of offense, really trying to make the offense be a little bit more aggressive.
Well, he's a darn good 200-feet player, and his dad, Rich, has some hockey IQ as well. Coached the University of Delaware team for a while and stepped in for Todd Mittelmeyer for a while last season when he was out injured. Here's Fabian, dipsy-doodling through traffic, backhander from 15 feet, blocked down by Hutchinson. We've hit the halfway point of the third period. It is 5-4, DuPont-Conrad with the lead over Newark-Tatnall. Blowing a tire, trailing to the near side, Sheldon gave the puck away. Played back deep into Tigers territory, recovered by Owen Conway, one of 2 Owen Conways in the league wearing number 96. The other belongs to Delco.
Really nice play there through the neutral zone.
But Andy Redder couldn't finish at the other side. Play whistled dead with 7.5 to go. Net came off once again.
That was another nice touch pass by Boyles coming through the neutral zone that led Fabian right through.
You don't see much of Jackie Boyles on the score sheet. He had 2 goals against Middletown. last Monday. 1 goal, 1 assist in the regular season. But like you said, many a time tonight, he's a big contributor off the score sheet in a supporting role. He's key in the transition game, and he's able to move the puck forward, and he seems to naturally just do good things with it.
Those are players coaches really like to have on their bench.
Lane Singer through traffic, tried to jam one in at the near post, but Petrucci again comes up with the stop. 7:14 to go. You remember this song. Face off to the left of Petrucci after he made save number 23 on 27 shots face. Singer crashes the net again. The 5-hole was wide open, but Page clogged up the slot. Trying to clear some heat out of a hot kitchen. Taken away by Singer. Follow-up chance was knocked off its line. Here's Singer again. Popped up in the air out of play over the glass by Petrucci off the glove. Bad turnover indeed.
Yes, nice play by Singer. Good effort. Created a good shot in the middle of the ice. And
created a couple good shots.
I think you've said this once or twice tonight, but nice save by Petrucci.
He's dialed in tonight, to say the least.
Yes, he's looked very good.
6:46 to go. It's 5-4. Advantage DuPont-Conrad, but they're having a heck of a time clearing their zone. Jason Rue again holds the near point. He has been all over this Patriot Ice Center sheet. He's not just playing 200 feet, he's playing 17,000 square feet. Wherever the play is, it seems like he's always part of it. Boyles again muscles the puck up the far boards, but Fabian can't chase it down to the Newark-Tatnall blue line before it's cleared out of play by Rue.
Looks like the conditioning is starting to show up again, and it seems like at the start of all the periods, the game's a little bit quicker, but as we go on, this game's been slowing down.
And it's getting slower earlier each period. Zungalia hacked at by Conway, maintains the puck centering pass to Henk, nets off. And here we go. We've got a pile of Hornets and Tigers and whatnot in front of a dislodged net.
I mean, once again, another good save by Petrucci. That was a really nice play by Newark, created a good opportunity. We're talking about how this slowed down a little bit. I have a feeling the last 5 minutes is going to be pretty fast.
Especially with a trip to the championship game on the line between these two teams, and DuPont-Conrad clinging to a 1-goal lead, and Newark-Tatnall letting it all hang out to try to negate an upset in the works. Albertson from the right point was denied by a Petrucci kick save. Singer's follow-up chance in from the dot was tipped away too. Looked like Petrucci got a piece of that as well. Albertson circles behind the net, gives the puck away to Owen Conway, who fails to clear. Saylor was able to keep it in for the Hornets. Stolen by Conway again. Muscled up the far boards by Edwards. He's tied up. Puck held in at the left point once again by Albertson. Long range shot caught and held on to for the 29th time tonight by Ronnie Petrucci.
On that play right there, Edwards had the puck about 5 feet from the blue line, tried to jam it up the wall one more time. The middle of the ice was wide open. It would have been easy out.
You hear a lot of times from the bench the yelling of the phrase turn and go. That's one of those cases where he had space. Maybe not necessarily to carry the puck, but at least work it up the middle. And that mistake ultimately proved costly.
Yeah, I mean, you get that puck out right there. Maybe momentum goes a little bit different.
You get that puck out, you don't have the attacking zone face-off.
Yeah, I don't
for
think
the Newark-Tatnall side.
I don't think any team wants Saylor and Singer wide open coming down the slot.
Oh, no, sir. Little lip reading of Mike Bonnick, who looks right up in the press box when he gives this goal. He knows we're lip reading up here to get the info as best we can. And it was Singer again, his third of the night. from Saylor and Jensen at 10:39. So with 5:13 to go, we're all tied up again. What do you want to bet next goal wins it?
Yeah, there's a really good chance, but you never know in games like this. I've seen a lot of crazy endings.
Albertson bobbled at the point. He was offside.
The puck bounced up on him.
Newark-Tatnall goal. His 37th of the season, third of the game. Scored by number 8, Lane Singer. Assisted by number 77, Penn Saylor, and number 13, Gabe Jensen. Time of the goal, 10:39. Singer's 37th of the season, third of the game. From Saylor and Jensen at 10:39. Those who have stuck it out, and there are not many, are on the edges of their metal seats. Boyles backhands the puck in from 10 feet above the blue line, waits for Fabian to tag up. That issues a free pass ultimately to Newark-Tatnall, who failed to clear their zone with 4.5 to go. Conway's bodied down holding the point. He gets the puck to Redder, still up high. Worked in down toward the goal line near side. Redder fails to negotiate traffic. Conway holds center point. Kelly steps up, bodies him off his path. Puck is cleared out by Zungalia up the near side. Glove down by Sheldon, who's pummeled by Kelly as he dumps it in behind once again. Steadied by Rue. Not cleared out by Albertson. Sheldon holds near side. In low to Redder. Trying to jam one in at front, but it came right back to him out at the corner. Here's Fabian going high. Albertson lined up to block that shot, and his disruption proved ample for the Newark-Tatnall Hornets, but they're guilty of an icing with 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go in regulation of a 5-5 deadlock.
Well, that line there, that Fabian Redder Boyles line, another shift where they created some nice opportunities. They move the puck pretty quickly, and they play close together, so they're able to make those quick plays.
And now the Hornets break free from a D-zone face-off. Another Singer breakaway, backhand. No! Petrucci keeps a fourth Singer goal from materializing, and we're down to the last 200. Back the other way, backhand net front from Edwards fails. Hutchinson covers up the puck, and we've got a man down. It is Lane Singer, who's just taken his time to make sure he gets up safely. Thankfully, nothing serious on the part of Lane Singer, who's accounted for 60% of the Hornets' goals. Singer's up for the draw across from Page at the far dot, and the Newark-Tatnall side wins this faceoff. Duca failed to wait at the left point before entering the zone after Newark-Tatnall initially cleared, so an offside gifts Newark-Tatnall a neutral zone faceoff, which they ultimately did not win. Page shovels the puck up the near boards, back in behind the Newark-Tatnall goal, steadied by Ty Hutchinson. I tell you what, Sean, these double-barreled team names are awfully hard to keep the flow going.
Yes, I think I've called them by one name all night. Probably wrong.
Here's Reese Ratliff up the left side and a 1-on-3 for the Hornets. Sticked out by Janoka, his progress disrupted. Page tracks down the loose puck and rifles it back as far as the Newark-Tatnall blue line, but plus about 10 feet before steadied by Singer. Left behind the net to Albertson. Ratliff, Jensen, Saylor, the others waiting. Dante Albertson accelerates up the left wing boards. Duca chases him down, so does Janoka. Double team pressure. Yields a drop pass to a wide open Lane Singer. I don't know if you want to leave him open, but a shot from 35 feet, the 35th Newark-Tatnall shot of the game, was blocked down by Petrucci. We're inside the final 2 minutes of regulation. If we have to go there, Sean, what is it, 16 minutes, as many as we need?
No, we're going to go 8-minute overtimes.
Okay.
And there's up to 3 of them if we get there.
And then penalty
after
shots?
3, it would become a best-of-3 shootout.
Okay. It's a little bit different from league to league. And this is an icing against Newark-Tatnall with 85 seconds to go in the contest. So 8-minute overtimes if we need them, as you heard Sean Cannon say. And with 85 seconds to go, we've got a break in the action. Newark-Tatnall taking a timeout.
Well, if you're playing in a game like this and you're in a moment like this, on the offensive side, you got to think that any shot's a good shot. I mean, anything can go in, anything can happen in this game. Anything you can get on net, you want to get on net. You want to be around for rebounds. And defensively, you just want to make quick, smart decisions. Don't want to overhandle. Don't want to make that panic play. You just want to simple. If you have to chip it out, just play it smart. And in the neutral zone, you hit the red line, get it in deep. You don't want to make that bad turnover there and create any transitions going to your net.
So at this point, it just feels like fundamental smart hockey.
Very, very basic. Keep it as simple as possible.
Don't play for birdie, play for par.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, what else do we do in the off season but play golf, right? Although, to be honest, I haven't played in years, Sean.
Technically, I don't think I've ever played.
Face-off will take place to the right of Ty Hutchinson, and it's won by Hank. Shoveled out into the neutral zone, recovered by Conway, but he gives it away to Zingalia. Redder scraps for the puck along the near boards. He carries it back in to the Newark-Tatnall zone. A cannon, a one-timer from Page, was tipped away by Hutchinson. Rolls to the far side. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Held in again at the point by Conway. Kelly bodies him away. It's tied up now. 3 aside. They scrap for the puck at the base of the Newark-Tatnall bench. Galen Kelly tries to muscle it free, but Redder generates a one-on-one. He gets slowed up by Albertson on his way through the slot. Puck held in by Conway. Across to Page near half wall. His shot misses to the far corner. A bank of lights went out as that puck hit the backboards. Cross slot feed from Fabian to Page near corner. 21 seconds to go. Redder fails on the one-timer. Janoko holds the zone after Rue tried to clear the puck out after Hutchinson sprawled for the save. Delayed offside on the DuPont-Conrad Tigers. Puck rolls back in to the DuPont-Conrad zone. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime. At the completion of regulation, the score: DuPont-Conrad Tigers 5, Newark-Tatnall Hornets 5. Shots through regulation: Newark-Tatnall 35, DuPont-Conrad 24, and we are going to overtime. Eight-minute overtime periods. As you heard Sean Cannon say, up to 3 of them. If 3 overtimes don't settle it, then we go to a shootout. There will probably be a stop at the Wawa around the corner for coffee on the way home. And I don't think I'll be the only one there. Next goal wins the game. The team who scores the next goal will head to Friday's Delaware High School Hockey League Championship game against the Harrington Havoc, who are making their first title bout appearance. 11:20 p.m. here at the Patriot Ice Center. Sean Green says, let's go, boys. And here we go. Overtime is underway. Teams defending the same goals. Dante Albertson works the puck ahead to Jensen up the far side, taken away just inside the DuPont blue line by Conway. Sheldon lets it go the other direction. Icing waved off as Rue chases it to the far corner. He plays the carom shot to the near side where Saylor mishandled the puck, but Singer is able to punch on through neutral territory just inside the Tigers' blue line. It's given away to Redders. Saylor counters him. Jensen from beyond the blue line dumps it in. Delayed offside. Singer tags up, so does Saylor. Botched clear, intercepted by Lane Singer. Follow-up chance from Albertson from the point after an initial Petrucci save was denied too. Jacob Fabian was bodied down as he came barreling in to the Newark-Tatnall end. Gave Jensen the other direction up the near side. Tied up by Owen Conway. Jensen maintains the puck. Shot from the half wall was off its line. And the low slot redirect attempt from Penn Saylor is tipped up into the netting out of play with 74 seconds gone in this overtime period.
Well, I'm not sure, but I believe both teams have gone down to 2 lines, so it's going to be interesting to see who has that extra energy here at the end.
The benches are certainly shorter, but that's nothing new.
Yeah, not in this situation.
Tyler Page up the left wing boards, bodied by Zangalia, was taken off his feet. Still, he was able to work the puck in deep behind the Newark-Tatnall goal before it's brought out by Jason Rue the other way. Hank puts on the brakes, he tags up, but they come barreling into a 2-on-3. Hank was stripped of the puck in broad daylight by Edwards. Headman to a snowy Tyler Page. He splits defenders but is angled to the near corner by Zangalia. Centering pass, nobody home. Duca couldn't get the stick on the puck in the low slot, and Conway has to chase back deep into his own zone to recover. He's pickpocketed by Singer. Delayed penalty. A slash signaled by Sean Green, and I think that's a pretty darn good penalty to take.
Looks like Singer came off the bench because Conway had a good look up to Edwards at the far blue line. Singer came off the bench, made a nice interception, created a nice play. I think Conway knew there at the end it was either allow a good shot from a good player or make anything happen there to keep it away.
And the slash from Owen Conway was enough to disrupt the progress of Lane Singer, who's got a hat trick already tonight. And you know what? There are bad penalties to take. There are good penalties to take. And from the perspective of the Tigers, I'd say that's probably a good one to take. But we'll know that for sure in a minute and 50 seconds.
Yes.
DuPont-Conrad penalty assist to number 96 Owen Conway. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty 1:58 in overtime. Conway 2 for slashing at 1:58 in overtime. Shot from the point, saved by Petrucci. Stoppage with 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in this extra period. Sudden victory overtime, next goal wins. Page is able to carry the puck at least over the blue line. And the re-entry of Lane Singer crossing to the near wall is called back offside.
Well, if you're Tatnall here, you want to get it set up, but you also want to be able to get closer to the net, create that one good opportunity here and end it.
You want that area between the circles. You want to be able to control that. And that's where the bulk of the scoring's been tonight, from post, post.
Yes, and center ice.
That too. Shot from Rue, hard off the pads of Petrucci. It's flipped back to Rue at the left point once again. Cross ice feed, sails right past Singer. Sheldon can't slam it out of the zone. Jensen holds the near point. He caroms the puck to the far side. There's Penn Saylor with it. Up to Rue again at the point. Janoka keeps the pressure on Sailor. Jensen through the slot. Mishandled the puck. It was stick checked away from him. Here comes Tyler Page through traffic. Hard shot. Bobbled by Hutchinson. Cleared out of harm's way. Edwards steps up. Crashing the net. He couldn't generate a secondary shot from 30 feet. Here comes Lane Singer yet again. He gets past a couple defenders. And Petrucci shuts the door on him with 4:25 to go in overtime and a 5-5 tie yet to be settled.
Some great individual efforts there. Page on one end and then bringing it back to Singer on the other.
Face-off will take place to the right of to the left of Ronnie Petrucci. Henk left it to Ratliff at the near point, taken away by Redder. Chased down by Fabian at the blue line, but he's ruled offside as Rue was able to reach in and keep the puck in the neutral zone. 4:14 to go in this first of up to 3 8-minute overtimes. 11 seconds left on the Conway penalty, but at this point every second seems like a minute.
Yeah, unless our president, Mr. Sidoriak, puts a curfew on us, we'll keep playing if we have to.
Zungalia crashed the net, which was ultimately dislodged with 4 minutes and a second to go in this first of 3 overtime periods, unless Sidoriak says otherwise.
I don't think he can at this point.
This game needs a winner. We're in it for the long haul, Coach. Face off at the far dot, won by Singer, left to the point. And Ratliff swatted out of harm's way. Albertson cannot recover cleanly at center. Here's Jackie Boyles up the right wing boards. Double teamed at the half wall. Ratliff steals the puck from him. Shoveled off the backhand of Jensen up the far side. Sheldon returns the volley along those far dashers. Albertson challenged over center. Fabian can't walk through the middle with the puck cleanly, and Penn Sailor counters, but he's kept wide by Conway on his way in. Shot from the bottom of the left circle, trickles through the top of the crease and over to the near corner, and this puck is iced by DuPont-Conrad with 3:13 to go in the first overtime. 5-5 the score. Nobody settling it.
No, and it's actually the game's getting better as the game goes on, getting a little bit quicker. Teams are kind of going for it. It's always fun in overtime when teams want to win rather than hope not to lose.
Especially now when overtime actually means something, shall we say? And there it is. Gabe Jensen off the rebound gives Newark-Tatnall a 6-5 win on the 41st Hornet shot of the game. It came at 4 minutes and 56 seconds in the overtime period. Lane Singer with a second assist to go with his hat trick. Makes it a 6-5 Newark-Tatnall win, and they will go on to play the Harrington Havoc on Friday night for the Delaware High School Hockey League Championship.
You know, watching the offenses tonight, I believe that Harrington versus Newark-Tatnall will be a lot of good high-power offense. Should be quick up and down the ice.
A lot of ice to work with too Friday, Sean.
Yeah, you're going on the Olympic ice. So you got the Page, Palisano, that line that's going to create a lot of offense on that big ice. And then you're looking at the Singer and Sailor and these guys here. They've created a lot of offense themselves.
We'll be in for a treat Friday, that's for sure. Airtime will be 6:15, game time 6:30 from Fred Rust Arena. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. This has been Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. We'll do it again Friday as the Hornets and the Havoc square off to determine the 2020 Delaware High School Hockey League champion. For Sean Cannon, this is James Witherite thanking you for your company the past few hours, and we certainly hope to see you again Friday. Good night.
Thank you for tuning in to Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Visit dehockeynight.com for the complete broadcast schedule, along with news and notes on all things hockey in the First State.